We are back. Who's excited to diagnose the culture? Get right up in there.
Are we diagnosing the culture today? Is that what we're doing?
The culture today.
So are we doctor? Should I call you Dr. Farrell?
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to perform. Never mind. I won't go down that route.
Yeah, please don't. It's too early. Too early, man.
How are you feeling?
I'm good, man. Good week. Finally got some sun. It was kind of like rainy and cold the last few days.
Well, it's break today, but yeah, I hear you. At least
when it's sunny and cold, I'm cool with that.
I hear you.
I could maneuver with that. I'll take sunny cold.
I ate solid food for the first time last night.
How you
Felt
feeling?
really good.
Yeah?
I feel much better. I got some sleep last night.
Mm-hmm.
Life feels a little bit normal now.
Look, got your Duck Dynasty couture on.
Yeah, which, I thrifted this.
Yeah.
When's the last time you took a shit?
Today.
You all right, bro?
Why you keep starting episodes this way?
No, because I had this thought last night and shit today as well. Since I had the stomach virus thing, I haven't taken a shit since Monday.
Oh, because your bowels are completely.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how long does it take to like build back? Because
like another 2 days.
When do you think? Jeez.
Yeah, another 2 days.
It's been a long time. I had that thought last night in bed. I was wondering, so I just wanted to ask Rory. It would have been weird if I texted him that.
You were scared?
So I figured I'd do it on the pod.
Okay, great.
I have a quick update from my mom. For those that didn't listen to the last episode, my mother was not the most motherly during my sickness.
Did she hear your rant?
She did not.
Oh, okay.
But Monday night, after things started adding up, we found out Julian had the same thing. Other people were hitting me that they were sick. Amara was projectile vomiting in the back seat. Started to think maybe I didn't have food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
So I texted my mom at 8:55. Don't think I had food poisoning. Amara's throwing up, runny poops. Julian, who works at our pod, had the exact same symptoms as me over the weekend. She replies an hour later, "Oh no, that poor little girl."
Talking about me?
Probably.
Yeah, naturally. But still nothing for you.
Still nothing of, hey, don't think I had food poisoning, but it seems like everyone else, no response except for that poor little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, 2:08 p.m. My karma is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes it has to go to family members.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to rejoice and celebrate when your family receives the karma that they fucking deserve.
Was she hit by another bicyclist? Like, what happened?
I got your bug, throwing up, diarrhea. My stomach hurts so much. I said, sorry, LOL. She said, I feel horrible. I said, I tried to tell you. She said, yes, now I know. Don't know how you even functioned. I can't even stand.
Your karma. Look at your karma. Look at you. Mom sick.
Go make her hang some Christmas tree ornaments and shit.
I waited 2 or 3 hours to give her my Instacart password so she could get some food delivered. But I let her wallow for a little bit.
You gotta let her sit. Yeah,
bet you can't stand.
Yeah, bake, shake. You got the shakes, huh, Mom? Yeah.
That made me feel validated.
There you go. That's how you get
It's
back
like certain things, and when your therapist reveals shit about your childhood, and you're like, I knew I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
That was like one of those moments for me this week. I think that's what actually like kind of cured me of that stomach bug.
Yeah.
It was all that guilt. I had to go to my mom.
It was like when you got your cords cut. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Same type of feeling.
Remember in Green Mile, like when John Coffey can just like take shit out of people?
Yeah.
I think the ghost of John took that disease out of me and then went right to my mom and said, now you know what it felt like when he was putting that tree up.
There you go. Nice.
Poor little girl.
All right.
Yeah, what about the last 5 days? I was yakking in front of you.
You're the poor little girl now, Mom. Look at you. Look how poor you are
You
now.
want some help?
Yeah. Yeah, Mom. Throw up and shit yourself.
Second update from the last episode regarding text messages. Damaris has had my full album since Monday. I have
still has
yet
not responded
to get a single text message from her.
I knew it.
Just giving updates, that's all.
That's crazy. You could have sent
Day
it to
4,
me.
day 5.
He's not sending that to you.
I sent you the first thing when you didn't reply. So why would I send you that?
You were sending out.
You had your time.
So Boss could have his drums?
You had your time. You had your time with the album and you didn't respond to it.
I never had.
I
it.
literally
Now he changed the link on you.
I was thinking about that earlier today. I need to be somewhere where I can sit and listen to it. I haven't even listened
it's like
to...
the acoustic,
like
right?
home.
Yeah.
No, but I haven't been home. I have a very long commute to get back and forth to work. So by the time I get to work, get home from...
commutes?
What?
What do people usually do like on commutes?
Choke people on the train.
Yeah.
I can't listen to that though because it's not downloaded on my phone. So when I'm on a train, like I can't hear it. I can't listen to it. I have no Wi-Fi on the train.
It's a SoundCloud link.
Rory, she can't listen to the music, man. Sorry.
I'm going to listen to it this weekend when I'm home. I literally was thinking that this morning, like, damn, all right, this weekend when I'm cleaning, I'm going to put on Rory's album.
I ain't gonna lie though. I saw a video of Damaris like cooking
Okay.
on her story. Like you was in the house chilling, cooking.
Yeah, I cook.
No music in the back.
No, I don't listen to music. I told
You're
you that
suggesting
though.
she should leak my album on her live.
Oh, I should do that. I'm not going to do that.
You're suggesting. That's not what I was suggesting at all.
But yes, I was just giving updates from our last episode from my mother being disloyal, and Damaris, it checks out. This is why I said on Monday, I'm gonna send it. I promise you, nothing's gonna come of it.
And you was complaining about your daughter. You hate women. I don't know. Your mother.
Now it's his fault.
Your mother,
Wait,
Amara.
what am I complaining about Amara for?
You complain about everything.
No, Amara was the only one he didn't complain about.
He said she projectile vomited on the whole seat. She was ready to get rid of her.
That's what kids do.
That's an observation.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's a fact.
Just saying, like.
Matter of fact, when I turned around, I was like, Jesus Christ.
That came out of you?
I almost started laughing. I was like, what the fuck?
The Exorcist.
What did you eat?
And you're still watching your iPad. You can't even see the iPad.
No, that's what
Does she feel better?
Yeah, she feels much better. Good. So everyone's getting back to health. So I will not be passing any bugs off to people at our New York show.
Now. Y'all don't drink y'all ginger tea in the morning. That's the problem.
I had peppermint tea before you came.
Okay,
out of that same glass.
Good job.
Hope you cleaned it.
Oh no, I washed it. I definitely did. That's what Rory does. He drinks out of the same cup you drink out of, and
Rory
he goes
claims
in the
every
bathroom
mug
right
in
after
the
you use the
studio.
bathroom.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Just monitoring, that's all.
I get it.
Taking notes. Well, how's everyone's week been? Weather's been shitty, so I'm sure everyone probably just stayed inside.
Yeah.
Been here.
I got a haircut.
Look what men celebrate.
Now they didn't go to the salon mall. I went to a
real barbershop?
Barbershop.
All right, there you go, man. Stay away from the salon.
I wasn't trying to spend $150.
But was it a barbershop or like the hipster barbershops that are basically salons? Like, did he have a big mustache and dress like it was the 40s?
No, it was, I really don't want to say.
When that curls up?
Yeah.
It was
he sells shampoo on the side.
I'll say it was owned by people that don't like my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
And then that came up when I was in the chair, and I was very nervous.
No.
Sucked their life out of the room. It was the most awkward haircut.
You would go to a barbershop like that.
I didn't know. Well, I mean, when I walked in, I could tell.
How do you find your barbershop?
I don't.
Barbers
it's weird
near me.
because like I don't have a good
Barbers
one.
near me is crazy.
I don't have a good one.
Let me see your phone.
Anymore.
If you got barbers near me in your phone,
No,
I'm going to tell you to get out.
No. But like when I lived in Bushwick or when I was in Brooklyn, I would go to the Dominicans over there. But they always fucked up my beard. They push it too low.
Okay.
They always do like the chin thing. I'm like, don't
Chin strap. That's very
don't do
Dominican.
that.
Yeah.
Very Dominican.
but it was
With
nice.
the blade, too. They'd be right up on you.
They would I would feel it down here. And I'm like, keep it high. He's like, got you. And then just cut it. I'm like,
got you.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to Yankee Stadium and hit a home run now.
Never went back. Always push your hairline back this way, or we'll take any facial hair you have and put it right on your jawline.
Nothing is worse than going to a barber for the first. There's no other. The only time you'll feel more pressure than that is maybe like if you're trying to cross the border into Canada and you're not sure if that one charge was removed yet. Like, walking up to the agent is kind of like,
yeah.
But when you try a new barber for the first time.
Well, if I could find some old photos on my phone of because I would just take photos of fucked up haircuts, just be like, this is.
But do you pay for yours?
Because I won't. I just don't make it a stink. I'll just pay and leave and never come back.
There's no way I'm paying for a barber that messed my hair. There's no way. I never understood that logic.
Maybe I'll pay for the cup and I'll leave a tip. Because I've had people, I'm like, I don't like my edge up thing. I'm like, you don't need to do my front line because my hair kind of does this. You don't need to touch this.
Yeah.
Just go from like here down and do the sides. They're like, no, you gotta, Poppy, trust me, I'll do the thing. And then they throw my whole shit back.
That's not how he said it.
I feel the blade on like up here, and I'm like, okay, there goes I have a huge forehead. Like I just
Dominican barbers only want to make you look like their friends. Yeah. The only cut that you can
They cut your hair based on what they think you should look like.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
You look like
never
a Hector.
right.
You
look like a Hector.
You look like a Hector. This is how Hector wears his hair.
What do you ask for in the barbershop? I only really know my own white ginger setup. Like, I don't even really know what people ask for in the barbershop.
When you've been going to your barber long enough, you ain't got to say nothing.
Oh, no,
just sit down.
Of course, but
he know like, all right, it's time for you to trim this shit down. It's time for you to like at least my barber does. I just sit down and be like, hey, like, what you just want me to just trim it or what we doing?
Yeah. Well, when I went, I told him because I cut my own hair like just for maintenance sake. Like I'll do my neck and I have all this shit, so I'll tell him I'm like do like a 2 on the side and you can kind of fade it in the back if you want, and then like on top I'm like you can always cut more. So I'm like take like a 1/4 of an inch off. If I want to do more, we can go from there. And that's kind of how it.
But everybody don't know what a 1/4 of an inch looks like.
Well,
everyone's two is different.
They do the finger thing because it's usually like one finger is the 1/4, and then 2 you kind of go from
Julian
there.
definitely hand combs his hair and pulls it up and like stop right there.
Never done
he
that.
holds his hair like that.
Never done that.
I don't want to spread rumors, but someone told me Maul did buy the cut your own hair kit from the back of the Source magazine.
Who told you?
I don't know if that's entirely true.
Who told
but
you that?
somebody told me that you.
I've never.
Which shows you with the mirror and everything.
Let me tell you one thing.
That last page in the Source. Someone told me.
Nobody told you that
you
bullshit.
Purchased that,
bro. Let me
and at that time, you had to call a number to purchase it.
Let me tell you one thing I never attempted to do in my life was cut my own hair.
When they get you like the tri-fold mirror.
Oh,
you can see
that was like a classic Source ad of cut your own hair. Like they gave you a kit.
Bro,
it was always in the back with all the other ads.
It's actually a true skill for somebody to be able to cut their own hair and like do a good job.
I can do it.
That
I
is
just
crazy.
can't blend. Like I can't go from like this to like a half to a one kind of thing. If it's all one length, I can do it. That's fine. That's not a problem. But when we get to like and I'm not good with scissors. So when it gets to a point, I'm like, I'll just go in and get it done and talk about fucking the Middle East while I get my haircut.
Nice.
It's always a great.
It was awful. I hated it. It was so bad.
Who talks about the Middle East?
I should have lied. He was like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, oh. So I said my dad first. I took like a half a breath, and I was like, "Do I really want to do this right now?" And I said, "My mom's Lebanese." And he goes, "Huh?" He goes, "Lot going on over there." I was like, "Telling me." Fucking like menorahs, and he just talked about his rabbi for 20 minutes. I'm like, are we gonna do this right now, man? Like, just
you actually said that while somebody has a blade to your head?
Yeah, because I had that thought in my mind, and I want to ask you guys this. I'm like, I'm not ashamed of who I am, and I know I'm in the right when it comes to this. So I'm not going to be the one to lie. Plus, I'm paying this guy for the cut. He's doing a service to me. So it's like, I'm not going to...
everyone owes a debt to Israel.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm something I'm not. Like, I'm curious to see how he reacts, because up until then, we had a very great conversation.
It's not even like about even going... Respectfully, why would you even spend your money in there?
Well, I had that thought too. And I like, because my mom's been really trying to get me to come around to like, not everyone's a Zionist. You need to treat everybody, you know, da, 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 da. And I'm like, that's true. But then like when I got there and we had a great conversation, and then as soon as that came up, the conversation clearly shifted. And I was like, oh, I clearly know where he's at. So
if your name wasn't your name, what do you think your name would be?
Oh, I don't know. In New York, I look Dominican. So whatever Dominican name is.
Okay.
Hector.
Yeah. I can see that.
I would go with Liam.
You could just keep my last name. Delgado works.
Yeah.
You think you look like you look Hispanic?
I've been told if I showed you old photos with my beard like to my chin, it'd be
okay.
Like,
you give Indian to me.
I guess.
You look like you could be Manuel.
Thanks.
What do you guys think about me? What would I pass as?
Ryan.
Connor.
Toby.
Rory looks like a Connor.
Or Joshua.
Yeah. And not Josh. It would have to be Joshua.
Yeah.
I wish Rory had one of those like white exotic names. Like if he was like, well, I guess it's like Ezekiel or something like that.
No, you look like Ezekiel.
Ezekiel is not strictly
Ezekiel.
I
Judaic.
just wish Rory had like one of those, like, you know?
Well, I have one of those names when it comes to
I guess
Ireland.
for an Irish kid.
Irish Catholic, yes. Rory is one of those. That's the Ezekiel of Ireland.
Rory's he would be like a Daniel.
I feel like that's too easy.
Yeah, Daniel. Rory's a Daniel. Damaris looked like she could be
Victoria.
Tamika.
Yeah,
you look
That's kind of racist.
That was mad racist, and I don't look like a Tamika.
Racist?
Just because I know you're evil, you do give me Ashley vibes every now and then.
Who's Ashley?
I could see Ashley.
Ashleys are always.
I could see Ashley with Damaris. Yeah, I could see her being.
Ashley is actually my fake name when I meet men and I don't want them to know my real name. I tell them my name is Ashley.
Smoked it.
Is it Ashley Ashleigh?
Oh, it's definitely a weird spelling.
No, only
right?
white women
that's
spell
Ashley.
it Leigh.
That's
That's not
Ashley.
true.
She's not an Ashley. She's an Ashley. Ashley is different. Like Damaris not tall enough to be Ashley. Ashleys are kind of tall.
Definitely played basketball in high
Yeah,
school, but gave it up in college to be a bad bitch. Yeah.
Have you ever met the Ashleys that spell it regular, but they try to spell it like exotic, and then you find like you see their license, like no, you spell it correctly.
Isn't there one where it's like
there's no asterisks above this shit?
Ashlee? That's another one too, right?
Oh, that's the evilest.
That's more black women have it that spelled like that.
Watch it.
Yeah, I can see
Evilest.
Damaris being an Ashley.
I told my parents, I'm like, I've always felt like my name should have been Victoria. But my name fits me.
You
I
also
like my
give
name.
evil Nikki vibes too.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But Nikki spelled weird.
Nick, Nikki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're definitely Nikki for sure.
I know. I met a girl named Nikki. She spelled it like Nike with two E's. was like, your name is Nike. Like
Nike and heavy on the E. Accentuate the
heavy
E.
on the E. Your name is Nike, not Nikki. I said, yo, what's wrong with you? Your name is Nike.
Has there ever been a person you didn't see yourself dealing with because their name was just didn't fall off your tongue well?
No, I'm not that shallow. I wouldn't see a beautiful girl that was cool and be like, yo, what's your name?
I'm not fucking a nigga named Earl.
They don't even make Earls.
They make Earls. This
When
one
last time you seen an Earl?
in my mentions right now. It's an Earl.
Sweatshop?
Earl from NFS, attractive guy, successful.
How
You would
old is
love
he?
Earl. Earl's probably my
sweatshirt.
age. Yeah, like 30,
Yeah, I'm talking
34,
about like
35.
When the last time you met a 24-year-old Earl? They don't make them niggas no more. It ain't no more 20.
It's tough to find Earl.
Yeah,
Matter
like-
of fact, when I met Earl, I was like, wow, I have not met an Earl in a really long time.
Barbarers. When the last time you met a barber that
Nobody's
was
gonna
under...
meet a barber.
This is what I'm saying, under 45. You ain't met no barber under 45. Earl? Nigga say his name is Earl. I'm like, all right, detective. I know you undercover.
Your name's E now. I'm not calling you Earl.
Earl?
Is Earl short for something?
No, it's just Earl.
Early.
That's such a odd name.
The girl started bringing like the old. So I feel like names recycle as grandmothers start to die. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why all
when
the
grandmothers
barbers
and grandfathers start to die, people start to recycle those names because I know so many people with the name, so many young kids with the name Ella. And I'm
Ella?
like, Ella.
Ella never left though, I feel like.
Nah, Ella left for a little bit. It's back now though.
When's Gertrude coming back?
Gertrude?
Yeah.
Listen, I know we're making America great again, but
I would call her Choo Choo.
you would not.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I
can
would.
picture her now.
Shut the fuck up.
I can picture her now.
Choo choo.
That's my Choo Choo right
This is
there.
how you look. Even when you look up the name Gertrude, look how dusty everybody is.
Oh my God,
Fam.
those are people's relatives.
And she was
Yeah.
36 right there.
There's not one like this thing is in color.
That
but
was her
that's
high
like-
school prom.
Yo.
Yeah. Yo, you know what fucked me up the other day? And this is how I know I'm getting old. I was watching Good Times, right? And I think I'm older now than the dad was on Good Times when that shit came out.
Yeah, that stuff gets weird
He
with certain
looked like he
sitcoms
was
you grew up on.
60. I'm like, wait, he was 39, right? I'm like, what? What? Yo, he always looked like he was 60 years old.
The guys from Full House were 35.
You're telling me he
dealing
was
with that.
39 in this?
He probably was.
No, they was all younger than 39 right there.
No, I mean I'm talking about the dad.
He's not even in the picture.
Oh, who's this guy who's he?
That's Bookman.
Yeah.
That was like the neighbor.
You mean to tell me they were selling this man as a 30-year-old man?
He's definitely 30-something in real life.
But
Right
JJ,
there.
he had like a drug problem, right? Because he's probably like 24 there. But
That's what I'm saying.
Looks 40. Didn't he have a drug problem though?
I believe so, yeah.
Look at Janet.
But
So
even like
beautiful.
in Different Strokes, how old was why am I blanking on his real name? Todd Bridges.
Younger than me?
Oh, for sure.
Well, but he
Todd
looked
Bridges is
young.
younger than Damaris in that
Yeah.
show.
Look older than all of our parents right now.
Todd Bridges looked young in Different Strokes.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't look. Oh, not one. No.
He's 59 now.
Damn.
So that was there.
So that was like what, 40 years ago, 30 years ago?
40-something.
When Different Strokes started, he was 13.
Okay, then never mind. He looked like he was 24 at 13.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the dad from Good Times, I'm older than he was when he was filming that shit.
What? Then how old was Mr. Drummond?
Oh my
110?
God. No, he probably was like a year older than me. He probably was
A year older than
He
Todd
probably was like
Bridges.
45.
Arnold was the oldest on the cast.
I think it was because maybe I'm wrong, but to us, we associate like those makeup styles and hairstyles with older
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I
That's very
think
true.
that's why they look so old to us. To each other, they didn't look old.
Yeah.
That was hip.
Yeah.
Man, everybody looked old on them shows back then. You watch some shows now, you be like, what? 27?
And
No
now they were just talking about the girl from Euphoria, Alexa Demie. Shout out to her. She's so beautiful.
God, I love her.
Who's this?
The Spanish girl from Euphoria.
The hot one.
The hot one, Maddie. Maddie just turned 34 this year.
35.
34.
Oh, Maddie Perez.
What's her sign, Julian?
I don't know that shit.
You knew her age right away.
Yeah.
Well, she's dating. You know who her man is?
I don't.
Jameson.
The singer?
Is that like official?
They've been together since like 2015,
Oh, word?
16, to my knowledge.
That's awesome.
He's in a lot of her. She's in a lot of his music
No,
videos.
I've seen that. I didn't look in to see if they were
You
like.
didn't think she was really his muse?
I didn't.
But she was 30
never
playing
thought
like
about
she's 30. She was 30 at the time playing like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, look at them.
But
And-
I mean, most of the shows that are like high school students, they're almost 30. And
This man bagged the baddest. Look at him.
I mean, his
Mhm.
voice is beautiful.
It's insane.
Yeah. Listen, Maddie, I get it. She's gorgeous and can sing.
Yeah, but she does look incredible for
to be 34 years
to
old.
be casted also as like a 17-year-old.
All right, well, old names. My grandmother's name was Eileen. Should I bring Eileen back for my second kid?
Eileen is not. That's still around.
That's
It's still.
maybe for
we
you.
got about 7 more years before they extinct.
I've
too.
never met another Eileen that wasn't my grandmother's
I
name.
only know her from that song.
Really?
Eileen.
Is she named
Eileen's
after a
husband
grandparent?
is my middle name, Eugene.
No.
Eileen is what?
My middle name is her husband's name.
Oh.
Eugene and Eileen.
Eugene and
Those are my
That sounds
grandparents.
like a song.
Eileen was my favorite aunt. Eugene is my dad's name, so
Look at it.
Your dad's name is Eugene?
it's his middle name. Yes,
Oh.
Please.
Don't say that again.
but they call
We
him
are.
Gene. Did people ever call you Gene when you were younger?
To make
Nobody
fun of
has-
me, yeah.
Who has ever called you Gene?
Who? Yeah.
Like, call him.
Well, wait.
Call him.
Let's talk to them. Call him right now. I want to know who called you Gene before.
People knew my middle name was Eugene. So yeah, like people within my friend circle or in my family would call me Gene, like to joke on me.
Okay.
Like my younger cousins, Eugene, not even really knowing my grandfather's name was Eugene because we called him Grandpa.
I'm surprised no
It
one's
was-
used that as like a diss towards you. Like if they're
Eugene?
having a feud.
Well,
That's
I'm not
always
gonna say
funny
my
when
email
rappers
was
say each
like-
other's
you
real
would let this
names.
white boy Eugene talk about hip hop. Like, how's no one said that about Rory yet?
What do you? Why
first of
would
all,
that be?
Eugene is a very Jamaican name.
I was going to
if
say
you want to go down
Eugene
that route.
Yeah, it's,
Nah.
Eugene
Yeah,
is not
no,
a white
it's
name.
not.
That comes from all my Jamaican ancestors.
Yeah, like
and they name
Eugene
all
is one
their
of the
sons
most
Eugene.
Jamaican names ever.
Yeah,
so if
but
you want to go
if
that
you're
route,
Eugene and Jamaican, you're Jamaican.
my mother's also Kathy Ann. If you want to go more Jamaican shit.
Oh, that's definitely Kathy
That's
Ann.
why you
Sorry,
stay
Rory's
with the
Jamaican,
West
my
Indian
bad.
girls.
That's definitely that's Jamaican for sure. Kathy Ann is Jamaican.
Anything
for
with
sure.
Ann at the white.
There's a huge tie between Irish and Jamaicans. It's a
Oh no,
like, a
Kamala's
lot of
family.
history.
Kamala's family. They had slaves. They were like Irish.
Why did that?
They did.
Irish never owned Jamaican slaves.
No, no. Kamala's family
Mhm.
was Irish. They owned slaves in Jamaica.
Okay, I'd have to fact check that.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
no,
yeah.
check it out.
The 2-part name kind of went out of style. Like
Yeah,
the
Kathy Ann.
something Ann, Lisa Ann.
Brittany
Oh, Lisa
Ann,
Ann.
Really.
Tiffany
Legend.
Ann.
She's keeping it hot.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I always felt that was a little selfish. Like, just pick one fucking name. Taking two names.
Yeah.
I also never got along with people that had two first names, like as far as their first and last name. I've just noticed that throughout my journey in life.
I knew.
Never really get along with those
I
people.
knew somebody that had his first name and his last name was the same.
Like, if I never met Steven
No,
Tyler, I
but-
guarantee you we wouldn't get
For
along.
real. Yeah.
Who?
I knew somebody that had his first name and his last name was the same.
Yeah, you have a last name that's also a first name.
Oh, wow.
No, but I met somebody whose
wow.
first name
Wow.
and
Put those
last
two
name
and
were
two
the
together.
same.
It's therapy.
Not like but last name could be a first name. I met somebody whose first name and last name were exactly the same.
I went to high school with a kid
Why
named
would someone do that to
Taekwondo.
their child?
I don't know, man. His name was Eduardo.
Oh, this has come up on the pod before.
I swear to God.
Not Eddie.
I'm like, yo, what? Eduardo. What? Why would they do that to you? Like, and you're old enough to change that. Like, that was the thing that fucked me up. Like, yo, you like a grown man still walking around with that?
Yeah.
I would have been changed that. Not Eduardo forever. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I'd probably keep that'd be cool.
No, it's
People think
not.
you lying, then you just pull out your ID, like, bam.
How many times you gonna get that?
Eduardo squared.
Eduardo.
E2.
They gonna call him Deuce?
Yeah.
E2's a hard nickname for
E2?
Eduardo.
But you got to play a sport.
And his span is like
E2.
Come on.
You got to play a sport.
Yeah, you gotta be nice in
Yeah,
some
you have
sport.
to earn that nickname.
E2 is like, come on, bro. That's
You can't be
marketing. They
doing
could-
that and like
Nike would eat that up. Like, yo, we got to get the new E2s like on production now, immediately.
Speaking of showing your ID, I want to thank whatever that podcast listener that gave Maul and I those cop family member cards.
Oh yeah,
Saved my fucking life on Tuesday.
really? This is like the second time you used this thing.
So I'm going.
I didn't think it was
Roy's
no,
reprinted
because when he gave it to us at the show, the guy right behind him came up and was like, he didn't even say his name. He was like, "Yo, don't use them shits." I was like, "Where?" He was like, "That ain't gonna work." I'm like, "Where?" He was like,
No, they
"Trust
have
me."
there's the paper ones, and then there's the thick ones that if you threw it on the ground, it would make some noise. Those are the real ones, not the ones that expire.
Oh yeah, the ones you can throw on the ground and make
dues-
noises for the black people get pulled over because we gotta immediately.
So that's the ones that he gave us. It's not the
Scary
paper one that if you don't pay your dues, it expires by 2025.
okay.
That's a lifetime family member joint.
So how did it
Like-
save you?
I was going into the tunnel on my way.
Oh, I thought you went to the nightclub. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No, this was not in the 90s. This was Tuesday. I'm on my way to the city, and I get pulled over right before the tunnel by the Port Authority cops. And I'm thinking, like, it's traffic. So I'm like, did I not put a blinker on? That's weird. Like, I'm not sure why I'm getting pulled over. But whatever, you're white.
Yeah, privilege.
Maybe he knows me.
Yeah. That's how y'all think.
Maybe he knows my dad.
Yeah.
He's just trying to say
When
what's
white
up.
people get pulled over. That's he must know me.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to tell me so he could see something wrong with my car, wants to make sure.
Yeah.
So cop comes up, he says, hey, your registration is expired. And I was like, respectfully, it's not. And I grabbed my registration. I did not have my license because I lost my wallet while I was throwing up constantly somehow.
Yeah.
So I was like, here's my passport. Here is my registration. Here's my insurance. Sorry I don't have my license, but whatever you need, help out.
Mm-hmm.
Registration expires actually in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that because I have it scheduled to get renewed. So when the cop came and said, gotcha, I said, no. This is still valid. Then he comes back and says, you owe Easy Pass $2,000. I said, what?
How?
Ask Loyan, he's over there.
Yeah.
But who? Don't you have your Easy Pass on your car?
Yes, and it's on auto pay from my
Oh,
understanding.
okay, yeah.
So then I'm like, did the battery die? But I was just using it in Jersey and it said go ahead. Usually it tells you if it's not.
Getting low, yeah.
So he's like, you owe Easy Pass $2,000. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that. Like, can I go on an app and pay it? Like,
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
But they can't take your car for that.
Exactly. So then 2 more cars pull up and I'm like, all right, it's becoming one of those things.
No, yeah.
So he goes back to the car, then comes back to my window and he's like, what's your address? Because again, I didn't have my license on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I say my address, and before I could even finish my address, he said, your license is suspended. I said, what? He said, your license is suspended. I said, for what? He said, I don't know. It doesn't tell me, but your license is suspended. Step out of the car. I was like, great.
Mm-hmm.
Just when I was on my way to make Rock Nation crumble,
Yeah.
I'm going to miss this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. And I was like, oh, light bulb. I have the Pod Fans card.
Mm-hmm.
Said, hold on, sir. Can I just grab something real quick out of my car?
See, now
Why does
stop
that
right
ever
there.
happen
See,
for a
stop.
black
See,
guy? Yeah, what
See,
is
if I
that?
did that, y'all would have been wearing me on a t-shirt
Yeah.
today.
Oh, wait. Guys, cool.
Yeah.
If you guys think you're going to get an argument out of me that we have different experiences with the police, I'm not going to argue with you whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Or it's
aware
like-
that I have the privilege that I can go, hey, officer, when you're not looking and your back is turned, do you mind if I go
Yeah.
reach in my glove box?
Yeah.
I'm aware that that is a privilege that I own.
Right.
So I give him that, and I could see he was kind of tight because I think he was kind of excited about, his right before holiday collar.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it in his face, like,
Yeah.
all right, code blue or whatever, blue code of honor, whatever the fuck they do.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
White
like,
guy, I'm assuming.
yeah. And he's like, who's the family member? And I was like, my stepbrother. Because it says a different last name.
Yeah.
Like stepbrother. And he's like, all right. See that Burger King right there?
Oh my God, that worked.
Pull right over there. I'm not even looking. Pull right over there. Park and call a tow truck. I'm not going to sit here and wait. I'm not going to watch to see if you do it. Even if you pull in that tunnel, I don't give a fuck. But if I catch you driving, I'm going to arrest you immediately. So I pulled that shit right into that Burger King parking lot and called a fucking Uber. But now, later find out, my license is suspended because I didn't take an eye exam.
Oh,
Yeah, that
really?
happens.
They do that now?
I'm sure you got mail about it. Probably went to your mom's house, but I'm sure you got
Eye
mail about it.
exam.
I was like, what the fuck? That's what it was?
Sounds like a Democrat move.
All right. Democrats don't want you to see things.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right about that.
But yeah, long story long, thank
yeah.
you to that pod fan because you did save me from having to get my car towed by the police and a possible, long
All
fucking
right. See,
day.
now I gotta do some shit to use mine to see if it works for me.
You need to take a passive vision test to renew your driver's license in New York State. You can do electronically or mail it, but yeah.
So, Loyan scheduled me at like Lens Crafters tomorrow.
You gotta go to Lens Crafters? Oh my God.
Some shit he scheduled me in.
You know, to
Lens
Claire's
crafters.
after and get your ears pierced. Like,
Yeah.
what?
You gonna get a tattoo on the way out?
Just going like this in lens crafter. That looks like an eye.
Stop shaming lens crafters.
I'm just saying, having to go to lens crafters because your license is suspended is fucking crazy. Like, I gotta go where? Oh my God.
I've had my license since I was 17. I don't remember ever doing an eye exam. I did one in school. Maybe is that why?
I don't know.
In high school, we were required to do those. Like once.
You should have had to do one when
years.
you applied for your license.
I don't
should have had to do it.
We should do an eye test right now. See if you fail.
Let's pull it up.
Rory always
as long
does
as I don't
complain.
have to read, like I could just do the letters.
I was gonna say, he complains that he can't
read. You can pull up the eye
read.
exam chart. Yeah,
I'm gonna pull it up.
Exam chart.
All right, cool.
Well,
He's
let me
gonna fail.
get
Oh,
this.
this is light. Oh, come on. Give me a challenge.
guys
Which
see-
line you want me to do?
Zoom out.
Oh,
Zoom
that's as
out.
far as I
What
can
the
go.
fuck? I thought that was regulation.
Well, I mean, zoomed in a little bit. This is
How is this regulation in any way?
All right, I can do line 7.
Cover one eye, nigga.
Wait,
Sorry.
Christ, embarrassed.
Sorry.
I like it.
Go ahead, Rory.
FELOPZD.
Yep. Okay, that the line Rory read is 2025
Oh,
vision,
okay.
line 7. Let's go to 2020. Go to the
Ahead of my
one.
time.
Go to the one below it. 2020 vision.
Oh, good luck with that.
No, like the one right below the one you just did, not the tiny ones. Do number row 8.
Oh.
Cover it. You can't look above.
DEJFGTC.
Oh, you got like 2 mistakes.
Or 2 or 3.
So
Two or
am I
three.
allowed to fucking drive through the Holland Tunnel?
Not anymore.
I mean, yeah, about 2025. So yeah,
And that's also, I have these lights. Let's
yeah.
bear that in mind. It's tough to see this.
Word, yeah.
I'm pretty much, I'm 2020 is what we can
I
all
believe
agree. All of
the-
us can agree, right?
The
Yeah, I
test
agree.
says you have to be at row 5, 2040. So as
That's
long as
all
you
it takes
do-
to drive. No wonder my grandfather got his license at fucking 97 years old.
Yeah, I think I'm
That's
like
all it takes to
2070.
drive is that line?
Yeah.
I'm like
The-
2070.
That's pretty
20,
crazy.
2050. I have really bad eyesight.
Yeah, I'm
2070.
I have really bad eyesight. Like I'm like 2070, 2050. I have terrible eyesight.
2070.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
I
see your
also feel
phone.
like
You ain't
there's-
no damn 2070.
Yeah, the big ass
You ain't
text.
changed the font on your phone. You ain't 2070.
I have contact lenses in.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I wear
I didn't know you wear
contact.
contact.
I wear glasses sometimes. I wear
No, I
contact
know you wear
lenses.
glasses. I know you wore contacts.
If I take these contact lenses out, I won't be able to get out this door. Like I am blind.
Damn.
This is how I know the government does not care about us whatsoever. Passing line 5 to be able to drive a car instead of having to yearly take like a reaction test or an awareness test is fucking insane.
Yeah, a
And it would
reaction
annoy
test
me
be
too
dope.
to like every year after a new reaction time. But dog, that's what my license being suspended for because I can't read that big ass letter to drive a car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cars
Test
are
how quick
big.
I can hit the brake. It's like, please just test my awareness, let alone what fucking small letters I can read.
Speaking of testing awareness, Papoose and Remy Ma have been on the timeline.
Papoose.
And I don't know if Remy love Rem BX.
Of course, we love Pap too.
Love Pap. But I don't know if Remy want to talk too spicy to Claressa Shields. I definitely don't want to see no more Netflix specials. You know, we had Jake Tyson. We don't need Ma and Shields. We don't need that.
Ma and Shield.
We don't want to see Ma and Shields. Like, we're not watching that.
Didn't they say come February? Well, Damaris, give the backstory of what's been going on because this is unfolding as we're recording.
Okay, so the backstory is we've talked on our podcast before when it was alleged that Remy was messing with Lil Easy the Black
Don't
Captain.
call him Lil.
The Black Captain?
The Block Captain.
Oh,
Black
He's
Captain.
Easy the Block Captain.
His name's Easy. I thought it was Lil. It's not Lil Easy the Block.
There's Lil Easy E.
Okay.
I think you combine too.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Easy the Block Captain, who is a bearded battle rapper.
All right, man.
No,
See, this is
I'm
why
not.
we can't let Damaris do
No, I actually like
titles.
this
We can't let her
breakdown.
do the descriptions on the DSPs no more. Like, look what she doing. He's a bearded battle
As
rapper.
opposed to who? Mook?
Like, what?
Anyway.
As opposed to every battle rapper, period.
No, he's the bearded battle rapper. He wears a cap and glasses.
Damaris.
So the URL.
Every nigga in battle rap has a beard and wears a
So
hat.
King of the Dot.
When I was describing him, they knew who I was talking about. Because his beard take up his whole entire, only lips poke out his beard.
Oh, that's drawn on or something.
I'm not shitting on him either. Like, shout out to him. So we love him. So he was accused of messing with
We
Remy.
love him.
We love him.
And are you guys gonna let me get through the
Yes, I'm
story?
sorry.
What the fuck?
No, your
So
explanation is hilarious. That's why we keep stopping.
it was alleged that Papoose knocked him out. And there was like this whole big story going on. He was sleeping with Papoose's wife. Papoose knocked him out, whatever. That was a whole thing. I remember somebody said it in a battle rap. Remy was standing right there, didn't say anything.
Easy verse, was it Goods?
Was it?
That did that whole breakdown? Sorry to all the real battle rap fans that are screaming at their speakers right now. We are novice fans. But yes, there was a battle where third round, this gentleman ate up Easy and Remy in front of their faces about their relationship, going back to Love and Hip Hop when it was Black Love, when it was Pap and Remy, and it was one of those rounds.
Damn, remember Black Love when they was on their Black Love?
Yeah,
Pap had the merch,
the Golden Child and shit.
You had a hat that said Black Love on it.
I did, yeah.
So
where is it?
So now what's going on is Remy Ma has called out Claressa Shields, basically saying, bitch, you was sleeping around with my husband and you was trying to hide it. You was on the phone with him, heard my voice, hung up with your scary ass. You so tough. Your publicity team is putting out fake stories about me, yada, yada. Claressa Shields is basically like, Remy.
Now, hold on, baby D. Because you said some words that ain't in there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it Claressa or Clarissa?
You said this bitch. Remy ain't used that word.
She put it in the caption.
Oh, in the caption, okay.
And I mean, I feel like Remy's probably used that word before.
Yeah.
Oh no, Remy's used that word before. I just don't know if she's ever spoken to the champion of the world, Claressa Shields.
She says she says she hung up when she heard it was her on the phone, whatever. She's basically saying, she's saying, girl, like that shit, like she's just basically, dumbass fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields laying in my house. He refused to leave. This bitch supposed to be a world champion boxer and her scary ass hung up soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you're not the only one. So first of all, don't tell on your baby father that he got to his girlfriend that he got more than one chick. That's hating.
Damn, Rem, that's what she did?
You blocking, Rem.
Don't do that.
There's a little bit of hate.
So then Papoose is saying, sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. Sorry, I couldn't see from that angle. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing a victim. I've requested a divorce numerous times. She'd rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go back to school. As you can see, I remain quiet throughout this all. So Pap is basically saying like he wants to get the fuck away from Remy. She's been cheating with Easy Boy, the block captain.
You changed his name every time you said it.
Easy Boy the Block Captain.
Easy Boy the Block Captain.
That shit long. Why would you
First
make
he was
it?
the Black
You could have just
Captain.
been Ease.
Chef Boyar Block.
Yeah.
Like, what is his name?
Yeah.
Chef Boyar Block is funny.
Easy, the train conductor.
Claressa is saying you have two boyfriends. Like, it's just them going back and forth. Pap said he wanted a divorce. Pap said Remy won't give him a divorce unless he lie and say that he didn't knock out Easy, the block captain. Easy is saying, Pap, you scary, you lying, you didn't knock me out, you snuck me. Pap is posting pictures of Easy and
all right, what does you
Rem.
snuck me mean? Because if I sneak you and I still knock you out, I knocked you
That
out.
means
You did get knocked. That's my thing. You can have an issue with it and be like, yo, you snuck me.
Yo, you snuck me.
And there's nothing wrong. People get snuck every day. I've been
get
snuck,
that.
but you still got knocked out.
Yeah,
Like,
you still got put to sleep.
but if you sneak someone, I don't think you could really brag like, yo, I really knocked him out. Like,
yeah, no, you
snuck
can't.
him.
Do that. Yeah,
But he still fell.
yeah, you still went to sleep.
So Pap was saying that he didn't knock him out because he was sleeping with Remy. He knocked him out because he shook his hand and then slept with Remy, which I can respect. And Papoose, I don't...
Wait, what? Oh, like he met him, said what's up to him, and then...
First of all, which we go by that rule often on this podcast. If somebody fuck your girl, you can't be mad at them. Like, your girl got fucked. You can't be mad at him at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's somebody that knows you and speaks with you, shakes your hand, and then fucks your girl, now I have an issue with you. You could never have an issue with the dude for fucking your girl. Yep. Issue should be with your girl.
So so Pap is saying Remy cheated with...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his only issue with Easy is they were associates to some degree.
Yeah.
Like, don't shake my hand and then go fuck my wife.
Yeah.
Which I think is very fair. And Pap, you could say a lot about Papoose. I don't know him, but he's never come across like as a liar to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why a lot of people have weird perceptions of Pap, because he always kind of tells the truth, even if it's him in a bad light.
Yeah.
Like, Pap to me is not a liar.
Mm-hmm.
So I took his caption, that kind of checks out to me for what we've known the past year and a half.
Damn.
Not
so
that I
it's
paid
really
attention.
So the whole Black Love movement is over then. Because
No.
they was holding it. Rem and Pap was the ones holding the Black Love.
I mean, they weren't my shining example of black love, but
How? He held it down. She went to jail for some years. He held it down.
I don't think that, I don't like to equate black love with like
Yeah, like
struggle
a lot of black
and
people don't go to
violence.
jail.
No, they don't. But I'm just saying, like, they was, he was showing like, nah, I'm gonna hold my queen down. Like, we've never seen that. It's always the other way around. It's always the guy goes to jail and the girl holds him down, i.e. Mariah the Scientist with Thug, We've never seen a
I wonder
two-way
how they're
girl.
doing.
Huh?
I just wonder how they're doing. We haven't heard from them in a
They're
while.
great.
Oh, they're probably the best they've ever been.
Like, where is he?
Oh, you
Fucking
know,
Mariah the
you
Scientist.
know what he-
Yeah, like
I could guess. I could take one
I
guess.
can see
of where-
Doug in like the Poconos chilling because he can't go to Atlanta unless like someone
he can't
died
go to
or-
Metro Atlanta.
Yeah, well, he just and we'll get back to that thing, but he did just file something to go to Atlanta, I think 4 times a year or something like that, to be able to get his affairs in order and see family. He did file something.
starting in 2027, he's allowed to visit
Yeah.
home if he does this, and then we're not going to read all that. Okay, that's it. That was a good enough update.
But I mean, if it was black love at the time, was it not real?
No, I'm not saying it wasn't real. I'm just saying like
I don't think
it's-
it dies with them.
No, I'm not saying it dies with them, but they were the
Does
you know
for me.
they were the
Outside looking in.
It was Barack and Michelle, then it was Pap and Remy.
I agree with that fully. I do
Y'all-
agree with that fully.
Y'all remember that era? Come on,
That is
we're not gonna. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
it was Barack, Michelle. It was rap,
Same, different.
Remy and
Yeah.
Pap. Yeah, that was
Then
real.
it went to Ben and J-Lo.
I don't know if it went to them. Like I don't know if that's I don't know if that's black love, but okay. Yeah. Well, I guess if he's dressed up as Batman, it's black love. Yeah.
Blackface.
And J-Lo used the N-word. So.
Imagine if Ben was like in the house when J-Lo came home and he was in
Still in character?
but as Batman, they had the full suit on.
Ah, fuck. That's probably sexy.
If I'm playing Batman, there's no way I'm not fucking
You
my
gotta
wife
clap in
after
that
set
suit.
with the whole makeup and
Do
everything.
y'all know how heavy that suit is?
Well, at
I'm
least,
gonna try
like-
it once.
Part of it, yeah.
He could later just flap the cape out.
Flap the
Flap
cape.
the
out.
cape out. You heard she said flap the cape.
Didn't you have a Batman suit on?
Just relax,
Butt
bro.
ass?
Why you bringing up old shit, bro?
Oh, you
when
was
she posted
Batman.
when she was Superman or whatever.
You was Batman. You was
Flap the
naked
cape.
Batman.
Just bringing up old shit.
Pap,
Go get your queen back, man.
It's
Knock that
over.
nigga out again.
It's over. It's
nah,
over.
just be happy with your new girl.
Yeah, he
Like,
got a new girl. He
yeah,
with
he
Clarissa.
He does.
man.
Who's his new girl?
Claressa Shields.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, also, I don't think, Remy, stay away. That girl, she could knock you out clean.
So Claressa Shields is a world champion boxer.
She's a
Yes.
2-time
Yeah, but-
Olympic medalist.
Yeah, she's
But-
the one.
Remy has been on record by the state of New York by not being able to miss.
I mean, if you're a
So,
Yeah, she from the Bronx.
and that
real
was
for-
her friend.
Killed
that
my
wasn't
friend
someone she
over a
even
band,
disliked.
and like, if I kill my friend over a band, I'd
She
definitely
didn't
kill it over
kill
my baby
nobody.
father. Or shoot my friend over a band, I'd definitely shoot a bitch over my baby father.
She saw
Oh, of
someone over a
course.
band.
Yeah,
It was the principal. Allegedly, we don't even know. We
yeah,
weren't there.
allegedly.
She
I mean, she already did the
Like, it wasn't
time.
no
Yeah,
alleged,
it seems like they
There's
know.
plenty of people doing time for something they didn't do.
Shit.
She was framed.
A lot of niggas
And Rim
doing for
was
time for shit
innocent.
they did too.
Free Remy.
Well, she's free now, so yes. Either way,
Is she?
well,
Oh.
she's not free from the turmoils
Well,
of her relationship.
Clarissa
and her
said she
marriage.
want to fight her. Clarissa said, let's set it up.
That wouldn't be
She
fair
did?
at all.
Yeah, she
She
said,
said,
let's
I
set
think
it
she put a
up.
date, February
See,
10th or something next
see
year.
now, stop. See, because this goes back to what I just told you earlier. All of this is a publicity stunt.
Well, if I was a professional fighter, I would be out here saying, bitch, fight me too.
I agree.
Yeah, but not to somebody that ain't a fighter.
Remy's said, bitch, playing all this tough card thing. Fine, let's fight.
Yeah, but you got to laugh at that when you're a world champion fighter.
She
But-
is. She's like, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's.
Yes, that's the way. But if you go on the internet and say, I hung up the phone when you heard her voice because I was scared or whatever, okay, let's fight then. You introduced this I'm being scared thing.
Yeah.
I didn't bring this to the table.
Mhm.
We can't. All right, we can't let that happen.
She's a boxer from
can't-
Flint, Michigan.
We can't let Remy.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
It's over.
everybody from the Bronx.
Fucking
We can't let.
dehydrated and
Yeah.
angry.
We can't let Remy
Yo,
get in that ring.
She hasn't
Rory.
had
I'm
good
sorry, I
water
didn't
in the
mean to say-
ring
I didn't mean
ever.
to say that.
Yeah, we can't
I didn't
let
mean to
Remy get in the ring with her, man. We can't do that. We don't want that to happen.
Of course, and I don't want Remy to shoot her. I don't want any
Yeah,
violence. I hope this is a rollout by Mona Scott. And
Now,
it's
yeah,
gonna
if I
be-
see y'all on Love and Hip Hop next season,
I'll
God
tune
damn
in
it,
and applaud the rollout.
I'm not tuning in. I'm not watching that shit.
What if they did like a Brady Bunch type thing where they all lived in the same house?
What they need to do
Yeah,
is put
aggressive
Clarissa.
ass house.
Put Clarissa on Bad Girls and Baddies.
Just beat up
Let Clarissa
everybody.
walk through that front door and watch how them bitches start running like a pit bull just walked in. Nobody want to fight Clarissa.
Not even United Healthcare would cover that in the turmoil they're in to get some money back up.
Nobody want to fight. You put Claressa Shields in that baddie's house, everybody going to their room. Go to sleep. Clarissa's downstairs. Nobody go to the kitchen. Cause she fucking everybody.
Do we have any footage of her fighting?
Clarissa?
I mean-
Which one you want? This is on YouTube. Putting bitches to sleep, straight up.
All right, we all
She's not
have
playing.
we all have egos and a bit of bravado, especially when it comes to things we're passionate about. What happens when you find out your ex-partner's new partner is lethal in the ring?
You stay away from the ring.
Do I want him back?
Let's just say there's some back and forth. You share children, so no matter what this new person is going to be in your life, your child's life, and you don't really approve, does your tone change a bit? Because I'll be the first person here to admit that mine would. I know everyone else here is gonna lie.
No,
mine would change a bit.
If my baby mom's new boyfriend is a world champion UFC fighter, like say she's dating John Jones.
Mm-hmm. She has a type.
Like, are you kidding me?
That was because they're not.
I get it.
I was trying to compliment him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry, we're watching. She's murdering this girl.
There's some.
This is not. Oh my God.
See,
punch from the hip for sure.
she punched from
What
the
if
hip.
you put, okay, hypothetically speaking, put them both in a ring, Remy and Claressa.
I don't think we should.
Remy gets a gun with one bullet.
Yo, what the fuck?
Do we take, I'm just saying, but like the gun is in another corner. Claressa can never touch the gun. She can't use the gun. She can just use her hand.
Remy has to get to
Remy has to get to the gun.
This saw ass game.
Just boxing.
Or fight. If Remy can fight, just fight.
If it's like UFC style fighting, I'm not taking Remy. But boxing, Remy might be able to find a way to that gun. UFC, she's just gonna tackle Remy.
I see what you're saying, because Claressa wouldn't be able to use her legs. Or
yeah, it'd be tough. I would go with the gun. And this is horrible to even make the scenario. I don't want anyone to harm each other, but
no, Netflix should make it a thing.
Put the gun in the corner.
Yeah.
Dana White's new venture, gun in the corner.
And not even anything creative, just gun in the corner.
Gun in the corner.
Coin flip for who can go after it.
Rory, to answer your question, and this is not a good thing, I'm so much of like a crash out and my ego is so insane. I would probably just talk spicier. Like, I don't give you, I bet you could fight. So what's up? Like I'll take the knockout and everything. I don't care.
Yeah,
but I can't have you thinking I'm pussy.
Here's
just
the thing,
because you can fight.
I've done that and I've taken the knockout before, but not when I had to go back to the house. Like if he's living now where your child is, like that one night, it's like, because I've been drunk, said some shit I shouldn't have said. Ooh. Tried to squabble and I lost.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Never saw that person again. Took my L's, took my thumps. Yeah. Went home. Yeah. It's cool. Now I got to go back to the house where my daughter is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not going to talk spicy.
And it's crazy.
We are going to find a civil way to solve this.
As adults.
That's all I've been on this whole time. I didn't even know why you were talking spicy.
Yeah. Especially if your kids see you get knocked out.
That'd be tough.
Man, Amara see you get knocked out, bro. She's never washing dishes again.
You got to die.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
My kids see me get knocked out, you gotta die.
Yeah, I'm Aaron.
What's worse? Your daughter seeing you get knocked out or your son seeing you get knocked out?
Your son.
No way.
Your son.
Your daughter see you get knocked out? You protect her. You like the biggest protector in the world to your daughter.
Yeah.
Your daughter see somebody put you to sleep? Nah, fam. Nah.
But daughters are, I think it's harder for
night.
you.
One is more.
Your daughter coming home late every night.
That would crush your daughter. For your son, now he could probably feel like he could talk a little different to you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
which is okay. You could fix that.
A girl,
your daughter realizing she's not safe is rough.
Yeah. If I seen a dude knock out my dad, I would be so like just scared and upset. But it wouldn't change the way I look at my dad.
You would cry?
Yeah, of course. If I seen a man knock out my dad, I don't like when my dad argues with people. I cry. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm a girl. It's my dad. I don't like that.
Yet you argue with everyone else. Now I see where it trickles down.
Yeah, I'm very overprotective. My dad has been like in arguments with like my uncles or something, and he stand up and get in somebody's face, and like I jump up with him. Like I don't.
You start crying?
No, I start squaring up.
No, I'm saying if it's your uncle, like you start crying.
I don't fuck with my uncles like that.
No, okay.
Just to back to them real quick. Claressa's 15 fights, 15 wins, 3 by knockout.
Oh, you thought somebody beat Claressa Shields?
And her MMA record is, she also does MMA, guys. Her MMA record is 2-1, and she has 5 gold medals, starting in London 2012.
She's a fighter.
She's I got her.
Yeah,
I'll take with the gun. I'm still taking her.
Yeah, but gun in the corner.
Gun in the corner. I'm still gonna go Claressa.
I don't know, man.
MMA rules.
Remy
she
from
can
the
go
Bronx,
slide tackle her.
Remy from the Bronx.
Yeah. Remy undefeated in Greenhaven.
Yeah.
In Clinton Correctional.
Castle Hill, she undefeated.
Castle Hill.
In Castle Hill, Remy is undefeated, man.
So
and Castle Hill is terrifying. That's some of the most projecty projects I've ever been.
Castle Hill?
Yes.
Shout out to the hill.
Terrifying. And then across the street is like somewhat okay apartments that make you feel
like
safe.
either when you start going like a couple blocks away, it's like it's nice in the neighborhood. Nah, go 3 blocks that way, don't make that left and see how they give it up over there.
Terrifying.
See how they give it up on the hill. Yeah.
Well, I really hope no violence does come from this. From
all black love.
all parties
So we
involved.
on all black love.
I don't want Easy and Pap. Not that I would ever have a say in that, but for what? Like,
Yeah, man, all black love, man. Let's go
Yeah.
on to 25 with all black love.
Should we talk about a massacre?
Good.
Well,
And
this
why you
is
just spit all over the mic? Oh my
Yo.
God.
well, this woman spit over 100 mics.
yeah. She spit
in
on
one
100
day.
mics. Yeah,
It's wet.
yo,
Sorry.
You okay?
No, like it was like a
He started laughing and literally just drooled like
into
all
the.
over the fucking
Because he
mic.
was one of.
he was
Never mind.
98.
I wish. No. No.
Julian, you definitely participated.
If I was number one, yeah, I would check it out.
I would check it out. See what's going on. What they doing in here?
What are they all doing it?
What y'all doing in here?
What's this line for?
Yeah, this is the bathroom.
So, Lily Phillips, an OnlyFans girl, had a goal
Model.
of sleeping with, an OnlyFans model, a professional of the arts,
Mattress actress.
Mattress
wanted to
actress.
go for a record the way that all greats in their field try
She's
to
a real
do.
porn star, though, right?
She is the
Yeah, she
Kanye
is.
West. She is the Steve Jobs, the Walt Disney, the Elon Musk of OnlyFans models. She wanted to go to Mars, and her version of that is sleeping with 100 guys in one day.
Woo.
Her goal eventually is 1,000, but she just wanted to test the waters.
Yeah.
The way Elon's sending the rocket up to come back down.
Yeah. You got to see
That's
what's
his
up
100 guys.
Yeah.
1,000 is Mars.
Yeah.
100 is just the rocket coming back.
Got you.
So Lily, right? That's her name?
Lily
Yeah, Lily
Phillips.
Phillips.
She fucked 100 guys in one day.
Look at this.
And then they shot like a little mini documentary.
There's the cover.
They shot a mini documentary
Rory.
and a clip already came out where she started to break down in tears a bit after the traumatic experience of 100 penises entering inside of her within the span of 24 hours.
So it wasn't like full on sex. They just had how long with her?
It was,
About-
I think, I would believe no more. I think in this clip, she says no more than 5 minutes. And she said,
Oh, that's
God
sex.
damn.
it got to a point where.
Wait, how many minutes are in a day?
It got to a point where she was, some guys, she wasn't giving them the full 5. And they would say, hey, like, no, like I'm finishing my allotted time. And then this is when she started breaking down and crying. She's like, it got to a point where like, I know that I'm aware of the situation. I know I'm having sex. I know I'm kind of being used right now, but she goes, I still felt obligated to fulfill what what they agreed or what they thought they were getting into.
Contractually.
Yeah. So she was going through like this like mind fuck in real time while just more guys were coming
that's-
in and
okay.
out of the room.
That's first of all, that's bad management. Like who's her
Yeah.
team? Who decided for 5 minutes? I didn't
lot
even
of
know that
time.
fact. I assumed it was like
45 seconds.
not even, we're just gonna try to do some content here. Enter.
Yeah, just
Leave.
penetrate her and get out.
Penetrate and leave is what I thought she was trying to go
That's
with
what
her
I thought.
Guinness
5
book.
minutes is sex.
But that's why I find it funny.
Yeah,
with Maul.
honestly.
Your girl would 100% have a body if she said a dick entered her. That'd be a body to you. Don't say 5 minutes makes it sex.
No, but I'm
I know
saying,
how you think.
Of course. If a girl, how do you think? If a girl said, hey, nah, he just stuck his penis in me for 12 seconds.
That would be a body, man.
Exactly. So why you say how you know how I
was
think?
trying to, like-
I think every
No,
man thinks like
I
that.
agree.
What the fuck?
Because you were like, well, how long was it? If somebody stuck their dick inside of her, that would be considered sex.
Yeah, but I didn't know that it was for 5 minutes.
That's long.
That's like you can
That's
switch
a
positions.
regular sex.
Yeah, like you switching positions with 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I thought she was literally just trying to make
Guinness Book of World Record shit, yeah.
Yeah, enter inside of me and then, thank you, exit, sign a waiver.
And everybody's laughing at
500
her.
minutes.
And it's like they think she's crying because she fucked 100 guys. And I don't think it's the number of guys she fucked. I think it's that, like Julian said, they were just, even though I'm letting you do this, you're still disrespecting me and not listening to what I'm saying. They were nutting in her eyes, even though that's why her eyes are red. She was telling people not to nut in my face.
All right, wait a minute. That's not why her eyes are red. Her eyes are red because she's crying.
Her eyes were red before she started crying.
Well, nut and tears, probably a bad mix.
Did she say her eyes were
I
red?
haven't seen that, but
I didn't
I'm
see that.
sure someone nutted on her face.
I didn't make that up.
Yes, you did.
Yo.
Let's watch-
Damaris, show me where she said that. You
Let's
got a
watch,
laptop.
that
Pull that up.
clip, she didn't say it in that clip.
Not
She
in
said
the-
it in the doc.
In this one I'm about to play, she
You
doesn't
watched the
say
whole
it.
doc?
I do want to watch it. It's the doc's not her getting fucked. It's like the before and after. And you
All
can
right,
just
somebody
see
on Reddit, who has the tape?
the tone of this, but just listen to the tone because this is, I think, where a lot of the discussion kind of stems from.
When was the last time you ate?
I had
Wild question.
Yum yum.
I think I had a yum yum, and I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest. It's not for the weak, girls. If I'm honest, it was hard.
Pause. She was sucking dick too?
She swallowed a lot of cum, yeah. So Demira's probably right. Someone definitely nutted on her face. We don't hit the toilet seat. You think we're going to only come in over there?
Wait.
Keep playing. I'm sorry.
I didn't. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
it's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out. Like, it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
It's like mechanical. Like she's being used. It's like she's a product at that point. You're not a person. You're being used as a product.
She's into porn. She's a product.
It's different.
No, that's
this
completely
is
different.
definitely different than like pulling up to a shoot, fucking guy for like 2-3 hours, and then going home knowing it's a paid gig, whatever. I get it. This got her a lot of exposure and like whatever. But the physical act of going through that has to be. I mean, look at it. I would imagine
She's a product. Why are you getting past that? She's definitely a product.
She's not a product. She's a human being.
Yeah.
Like,
for what she's doing, she's a product. She's into the porn business. If she goes on set right now, she is the talent for the day, right?
Yes.
She's the talent.
Are
She's
you a product?
Of my environment? Yeah.
Yes, this is a product. When we speak, we are being a product, for sure.
I think you
guys are misunderstanding what Maul is really getting at. No, we're not saying she's not a human being.
Yeah, I'm
she
not
used her
saying
body for
that.
sex, but her work is sex. So her sex becomes a product.
Yes.
When Willow Ryder, who we love and want her on the show,
yes, please.
when she shows up to set to do a job after signing a contract, that is her product. Just because she's having sex, now all of a sudden it's not?
Yeah.
That's not fair, Rory. No, because there's a world in acting, in film. We hear horror stories when actors go on shoots to shoot films for months. Even though they say the contract, they make $20 million, they still can have horrible experiences on set, how they're treated.
For sure.
It's not sexual trauma, but just because you agreed to do something, and even if there's a lot of money involved, doesn't mean that trauma can't come from the experience itself.
I'm not saying that it can't.
Kind of
Maul
are.
is not wrong in saying that this is her product. This is what she's selling. She's selling this.
Yes.
The
product
same way
is
an actor sells something. Yes, traumatic things can happen on set. Fucking Alec Baldwin killed somebody. I'm not saying things can't happen on set. But to say that they were not making a product to sell is fucking insane.
Who's saying that?
No,
You guys saying that.
She's making a product to sell. It does not make her the product.
Yeah,
Are you
we're
seeing
not-
what I'm
yes.
saying? The product right here, right now, is the podcast.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Like, what are we talking about?
like
Yes,
it's a
this is
hard
the same thing. She's a brand.
A brand and a product are two completely different things.
They can be one and the same.
Yeah, they are.
They can be.
They can
but
be one and the
she's
same.
not
The
a-
brand is
she
Pepsi,
not
the
a
product is soda.
She is providing a.
The brand is Lily Phillips. The product is her.
She is creating a product. She is not the product, and I think that's important.
No, God created
you
her
guys
product.
are not a product. This podcast is the product that you guys create. You're creators. You are not a product. Are you seeing
If
what
you
I'm
are a
saying?
bodybuilder, if you are a bodybuilder and make a ton of money as a bodybuilder, what is your product?
What do you mean? What is your product?
If people are paying you to go to fucking strongman championships and all that shit, what is your product that you're selling?
You're a brand.
Your body.
You're no. It's not a. Okay.
She's selling her body.
She's also selling her body. So like, what are we talking about?
That's the product.
I
The
know.
product is pussy.
I don't want anyone to harm her sexually and not do anything that she didn't agree to. You guys are missing the point. Her pussy is her product.
Yes.
Okay. We can agree to disagree to that and move on.
Wait, you think her pussy is not the product?
No, I don't think that her pussy is a product.
What do you
I don't
think?
think that.
No one should violate her
because
product, but that's her product.
Like she just said, she said, well, this felt like being a prostitute. And I think that's why.
Life.
Because let me talk. Because like prostitutes, there's no connection in prostitution, which is what Julian was bringing up earlier. There's no in prostitution, you are actually selling your body for this person to do whatever they want.
Is a prostitute? What is the product she's selling?
When you are a porn star, let me talk. When you are a porn star, you have creative control over certain things. When you're on set, and I can only imagine, when you're on set doing things with another actor, there's a connection that you guys build because you're spending time together.
Oh, okay. I see what
you're
Damaris is
taking
doing.
breaks and things like that.
You think it because the cameras
other
are
person does not just have freedom to do whatever the fuck they want to you when you are on a porn set. Now with this, even though she was creating porn, because the sheer amount of people she had to go through, there was not the amount of creative control. She was not in control like she is or like the team behind her is when she's filming a porno. That's why she says she felt like a prostitute. And instead of feeling like she was providing a service and being paid for it, she felt like she was being used.
And even though this was her idea, you can still get to the point where to everything Damaris said, it's like, okay, like I know that I agree to this. I came up with this concept, but now she's like, well, shit, I have to fulfill all these guys want me to do this, that, and the third. Even though I don't want to, and mentally I may be tapped out at number 30, she says like, and I maybe this clip I'm about to play where it's like, she kicks in and she's like, fuck, like I owe these guys this because this is what I promised them. So now she's kind of toggling with that as well.
Yeah, as opposed to a prostitute, which I disagree with Damaris wholeheartedly. I don't think if someone pays a prostitute, they now own her for the night and can do whatever the fuck they want to her. I don't think that whatsoever.
It depends.
I think a prostitute should have a bunch of rights, and if she feels uncomfortable, should stop.
Yes, we all have a dream world of what prostitution.
Okay,
yeah.
so thank you so much. With that said, what would be the difference here? Anyone with a logical brain signing up to fuck 100 guys with 100 different personalities, without a background check, without security, all of that. How do we think this is going to work? This isn't victim blaming. This is a fucking woman that did some dumb shit.
No, nobody's saying that she didn't do some dumb shit.
We're not calling her a hero.
No,
but y'all said she's not a product.
I don't think that she is.
And I'm saying that's what she's trying to tell.
That's what she's trying to tell. No, because
she didn't think she was a product. She found out she's a product.
Y'all are missing the point of the people that are.
She thought she was
the product.
A nice lady from London. She had a yum yum in the sandwich. You were the sandwich and the yum yum. Miss.
Go ahead, Damaris.
Talk about.
My point was that I don't know whether she charged these men or not. I don't think that she did. Yeah, I don't think that she did. When you're paying for something, if you say, yo, $100 for a blow job, $50 for a hand job, then that is a product because those people are giving you money for that product. She gave people an opportunity for her to make money off of something else and create her own thing. So it wasn't like they went and bought and paid and now they're entitled to this because this is what they paid for. That's not what happened.
See, and that's why you got to have unions, because those gentlemen should absolutely be paid if she's putting that content up on OnlyFans and she runs up $5 million.
They were paid in pussy.
Y'all like to think pussy is a payment. It ain't. Let me be the first one to tell you, it ain't.
For niggas who would go and slide their dick into somebody being number 49 within the past 40 minutes, yes, pussy is a payment to them.
Was there a line?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
There was some footage that showed, like, you could just see guys lining up.
What do they offer you? Like,
you think
green
friendships
tea?
were formed?
Probably.
There's probably like some guys that are friends now. Lifelong friendships.
I'm like, yeah, so where you from?
Yeah.
Right, so when you finish, let's go get some.
I mean, naturally, you just chat in line.
Yeah, absolutely.
9 and 11 probably hit it off. There's one more clip that I wanted to see because there's a little more context too that she provides.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
No.
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
So essentially, these are fans of hers.
Yeah.
She made a public post about it.
Yeah, meet and greet.
Yeah. The screening process, I believe, was just a photo and an STD result panel.
Mm-hmm.
That is sick.
And then from that, she selected 100 people.
Yeah, but don't get this twisted. We're not standing up for her. She was a fucking idiot.
I was about to say, you know me for real. Like, jokes aside, do you view me as a victim blamer ever?
All the time.
On this podcast or in real life?
Real life.
A victim blamer?
Yeah.
No.
Rory has had his victim blaming moment.
This woman is not a victim.
No, she's not. I don't think
nobody should even sign up to talk to 100 people in one day.
No.
Like, why?
I don't even think she was trying. But I don't think she was trying to.
Her
post
tears
herself
mean
as a
nothing. Like,
victim.
why would you even do this? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But like,
what did you think the result was going to be?
Sometimes people do. Again, I think the ultimate addiction here is.
I also don't think this is real. By the way, I don't think she fucked on her guys.
Yeah,
I think this is all fake.
I said that the other
just
day.
for the conversation I'm having.
That's why
I think this is 1000%
video.
fake.
If it's a video,
I wonder where that
You
is
just-
or was.
This is happening plenty of times. The record's like 900.
All right,
who fucked
Peach.
900 men in one day?
I
Peach
know. I
said
think
the
it was
record is
900 a week
900.
or something like that.
Like a day.
A day and 900 in a day.
What is it, like the convention center and guys were just lined up?
Damn, PussyCon.
At Jav.
He said at Javits Center.
I thought that was the car show. I didn't know.
It was the DNC.
It was at the 4040 Club anniversary.
Yeah.
I thought that was Michael Rubin with the Fanatics. I didn't know that was the fucking
CoochieCon is crazy.
Coochie Con.
Coochie Con.
But she
Yo, but
did,
if you think about that, there would be 900 men that just have like something in common, like a deep, dark secret that they don't even tell their families. 900 men fucked one woman in one day.
That is crazy.
special bond.
Wow.
You know how many people that is? How many stories and
Yeah,
life
that's-
journeys that is?
Stories?
That is crazy.
900 people?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I think we need to. We need to protect our
Your
OnlyFans
loins.
girls from themselves.
Protect your loins. That's the problem. Too many women out here, your loins is unprotected. You're just giving your loins to everybody.
Ooh, you know how many demons? At least 17 of them niggas was haunted.
Yeah. Now you got haunted
17.
energy all in your demon in your loins.
Any guy that
Last time you checked your
I think
loins.
99 out of the 100 probably had demons. I think one guy was probably just like, this be hilarious out of like good fun. The
Just
other
happened to be
99
there.
Yeah, it
have
was like
demons.
five Julians in there, and the rest were demons.
That's craziness.
To even sign up for that
Yeah.
is
Well,
fucking nuts.
Lily Phillips will find your content soon.
I won't.
Hopefully we'll
We gonna watch this shit right before we leave.
Yeah, we gotta watch it.
I'd watch
What
like
it-
the first three just to see the vibe. I'd watch like the first three.
See the last
vibe.
I'd watch like the middle.
Julian wants to see the vibe.
I do like the first three, and then like
Julian, like, they don't even have candles lit in there.
she
It's
said
not a-
in the clip.
That's
she
because
said,
he's not a binge watcher. He watched 3,
Yeah.
then he go do some errands, then he come back, and
yeah.
more of an
6
episode
more.
guy.
Yeah.
You gotta let that shit play in the background.
Yeah.
She said around 30 or so is when she started to feel the difference. I want to start at the beginning and then see how her tone changed at 32, 33, and then go to the end and see like how weathered and distorted she looks.
They should make each guy walk in with like a headband like the Ninja Turtles with their number on it.
You think there's a guy in the corner just clicking? Like, you know, like,
clicker.
like a clicker, like, all right, 4.
Whose job is that?
Who's counting? Like, who's the counter?
And I'm sure these guys are like overly perverted guys that think like strippers like them. How many guys walked out of the room like, oh, she loved it?
I might bag her.
Yeah. You definitely know somebody
She's
like
definitely
that.
texting
Oh,
me
yeah,
later.
I fucked the shit out of her. I tore that
No, you
pussy up.
didn't.
No, you
The
didn't.
ego check for her to say I only remember 4 or 5 of them.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Well, all of them think it was
you know
them.
those guys are home and like clearly me.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I'm not under.
That's why she didn't remember everyone because, I fucked her so well.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying. But I guarantee every dude in there was trying to be remembered. Like probably going mad
Oh, yeah.
hard, doing mad.
Or
Nobody fucks to be not remembered, Damaris.
How
Like
many-
everybody,
no, I-
every nigga that's fucked,
Well, not
he's
really.
hoping.
How-
He's
how many-
hoping he's remembered.
how many of them do you think were virgins? I actually completely disagree. I think most of them were virgins. They're like weird OnlyFans, like Reddit.
Nah, those guys,
Dark-
they pay for pussy, those guys, though.
Them nutting is crazy.
Wait.
Nutting is crazy.
Also, I highly doubt we're assuming everyone batted 1,000. We're assuming everyone got it up and everyone performed. There's no
That's
way.
why I think this is
Because
fake.
they were all like lined up, and you could see like they show the line. What are they fluffing themselves in the hallway?
Probably.
Like,
Yeah.
and they're
all on packs.
I'm just saying, like,
Everyone's
there's
chewed
no
up for
way
sure.
every single guy got it up and fucked her.
And she probably had security in
There's
the room. I
no
would
way
assume,
there's not
right?
other people in the room. Like, yeah, like how many of those guys? No one that has done that fucked under those circumstances. So talk about stage fright. You know
Exactly.
there's 100 people behind this wall. You know there's a fucking cameraman right there. There's probably the clicker guy. And then you have her covered in cum already on a bed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get hard in that situation.
Well, they probably
and
wipe
lighting,
the cum
too.
off of her every time.
yeah, studio lighting. Like, no.
Dude, I've fucked like 2 girls and I couldn't even do that in that situation.
I beat off in the dark.
Those are your own demons.
Julian beats off in the dog so he can guess who did it.
It's only the PlayStation light.
I sit on my hand till it goes numb.
Yo, this dude is sick.
He tries to
I'm telling you, dog.
fantasize which one of his plants is jerking him off.
Who did that? He wake up and hit the light and say, "Who touched me?"
Is it the Monastera?
All right. All right, bro.
I don't like how this always ends up on me.
My mother watches this
talking about Lily Phillips.
You said I jack off in the dark. Like you threw that out there.
You guys fucking.
But you threw that out there.
There's no way. Let's say it's not 100 guys. I'm the only guy. It's still this scenario of a girl that I wanted to fuck, but it has the lights, the bed, security. There's no way I'm getting up.
I was gonna ask, do you guys think you could fuck in like a studio under those circumstances? Not with the 100 guys, all that, just in general.
I could fuck right here, depending on who came here.
With us here?
No, hell no.
Yeah, we're saying like it would be a room.
Like a whole production? No. I can't.
Yeah, it's for
it would be
OnlyFans.
a show, basically.
No.
If Jesse Williams walk in here right now,
I'm leaving.
y'all gonna see parts of my ass y'all ain't never seen
I'm
before.
cool.
But first of all, it's different for men and women in that. Well, not different, but we have to like actually get it up.
Yeah,
Women don't have to get it up.
Women do have the equivalent of getting it up.
There's lube.
What's the equivalent of y'all
Just
getting
spray
at?
some shit on there.
Y'all just flick that bean until it gets sensitive and swollen, and then
What's the equivalent though?
So you do know that, you probably don't know this, but like women have to be turned on to make penetration easier.
I don't know.
But this is a
that.
performance, so
yeah, you got to just remember
Exactly.
your lines.
Yeah, Jesse
Do y'all
comes
know
in.
how tight pussy closes up when women aren't turned on? Like, you know that the muscles relax when they're turned on.
Yes, Damaris.
Okay, well, y'all are acting like y'all don't know that. So y'all are saying women don't have to be turned on for
I
sex.
don't because I've never tried to enter a woman that wasn't turned on.
Oh.
Or relaxed.
Put my head in there if I wanted to.
What? Yo,
It's relaxed.
Y'all hired him. Shit.
No, I'm just saying like it's open.
Fuck you looking at me for?
Let's take a break. I use the bathroom.
No worry now.
mall holiday season can be rough as an adult. It's crowded everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember this entire present list for all the kids. How I've been dealing with it is via the Flow Gummy in particular.
Mm-hmm.
It has helped me, gave me more energy to try to bust through those crowds to get that TV, fighting everyone in the mall.
Because you can't forget the TV.
And sometimes I forget my phone, so I don't even have the list of presents.
Mm-hmm.
Helps my memory. I remember exactly what that nephew wanted.
Rory, I like the Zen Sleep Gummy.
Mhm.
I pop it right before I get in the shower at night. It helps me relax after a long day.
Okay.
Pod and being on camera. You just need to relax and kind of reset and get away from it all.
Mhm.
They also have 0 THC products. If THC isn't for you, you can still take advantage of their CBD line with products designed for sleep, focus, and energy that will keep you glowing all year long.
That's why I prefer it. This holiday season, gift yourself some peace of mind. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code RORYMALL to receive 15% off. After your purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. This holiday season, enhance your everyday with Via.
All right, so Jamie Foxx came back to, I guess, Hollywood because he's been going, kind of off the scene and, recovering from him being sick over the past couple years. So he came back. He has a new Netflix special called What Had Happened Was. And if you're a fan of Jamie Foxx like I am, I think Jamie Foxx has a classic stand-up comedy with I Might Need Security. I think that's probably one of my favorite stand-up specials of all time. So What Had Happened Was is on Netflix. Jamie Foxx's testimony, if you will, on everything that happened, because there's been a lot of talk about what his sickness was, what happened to him over the last couple of weeks. Some videos dropped. I guess people were recording at the show. And, he made a joke about, Puffy is the one that poisoned him and got him sick. So there was a whole bunch of think pieces on social media. People saying, oh, Jamie Foxx says, Puffy tried to kill him and Puffy poisoned him. It was part of a joke that people obviously didn't get because the special hadn't been out yet. So I watched it the other night and I think I went into it with different expectations. I think I went into it with the same expectations of I Might Need Security. I thought that was I thought this special was going to be kind of like a part 2 to that. So when I watched it the first time, it was interesting. The angle was very different. It was more of a testimony. It was more of a try to make light of such a serious situation that he had went through as far as his health was concerned. Him speaking to, him holding on to his sense of humor, even in some of his most vulnerable moments of not being able to, clean himself properly and not being able to bathe himself because he had suffered what he revealed to us as, I think people kind of knew, but he said he had a stroke. He suffered from a stroke. So if you ever had, family members or friends that suffered a stroke, it sometimes completely paralyzes them. They have to literally learn all of their, mechanisms and mechanics of how their body works and walk.
Motor skills,
all of that, all over again from scratch. So Jamie Foxx had to go through that. And this special was a testimony to that, his journey through that, his journey back from that. So it wasn't full of funnies. It wasn't full of jokes. It was him making light of the whole process, the thoughts he was having in those moments of him being, you know, an A-list Hollywood. He is A-list, right? Would you agree?
I would say so.
Okay. Him being an A-list Hollywood actor, being on top of the world, having access to, you know, homes and cars and all of this, and then being reduced to not even being able to wipe his own ass, which is, you know, as a grown man, that's some of the most humbling, you know, situation that you probably will ever go through, especially when you're an A-list celebrity as Jamie Foxx. Now you have these nurses that are just coming in, bathing you completely naked. You take a shit, they have to wipe you. Like you just, you felt like, what he said, right, what he felt like was, who am I? I don't even know who I am anymore. I thought I was this big, you know, celebrity, and now here I am in a hospital just trying to, you know, get back to my everyday normal life. So I watched it twice because, again, the first time it was kind of like, that wasn't what I was expecting. But then I watched it again and I understood it. It was very emotional. It was a few times where, you know, watching it appeared as if he wasn't going to even be able to like make it through some of the set because, again, he's reliving those most vulnerable times and the things he was thinking about. But overall, I enjoyed it for what it was. I went into it thinking it was going to be just a full out laugh fest comedy special. Jamie Foxx, one of the most talented, funniest guys in the industry that we've ever had in our culture. But this was a emotional, testimonial, you know, I'm just happy to be alive. I think this was filmed less than 2 blocks from the hospital
that
Atlanta. He was in. I think some of the staff was at the show.
Yep, they were there. He acknowledged that.
So it was a very emotional night for Jamie. I think that, you know, bare minimum, as we are the bare minimum boys, I think that he was just happy to be back on stage, walking, talking, have all his motor skills.
Yeah.
He did a beautiful performance with his daughter. It was just an emotional night. And I think that I went into it thinking it was going to be straight up, oh my God, Jamie is the funniest dude. And it wasn't that. It was an emotional testimonial. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to be back in front of the people that love me. And just, you know, kind of like introduce yourself back into some type of normal way of life.
Yeah. And you guys watched it as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Julian, go ahead. You can shit
I
on
want
it.
to be
It's
honest.
okay. You can shit on it.
Everything Maul said is true, and I agree. And for what it is, I think it's okay. But for not what I wanted, because who cares what I wanted? I didn't like it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan, and I have notes. I didn't like it 3 minutes in. I texted the group chat. Damaris told me to stop because we were going to talk about it today. I hate how it was edited. I don't like how it was shot.
They didn't use the right camera.
No, like the zoom ins on the it was too much. This close ups of it was just, I don't want to worry about the technicality production side of things. Let's just talk more about the actual thing. The real joke started to come about 15-20 minutes in. The first like couple minutes is him dancing to records and like him saying I'm Jamie Foxx. He had this whole moment where this therapist, Holly, breaks him basically, and the doctor that saved him was this white boy in a Laker jersey that he kept saying. And throughout the show, he kept saying, I'm Jamie Foxx, I'm Jamie Foxx. And it was like, I think it was him convincing himself that he's still him as he's like going through like this very, you know, traumatic, vulnerable moment in front of this theater. And then he has this whole thing where it's like, if I can stay funny, I can stay alive. And he would like use that as a call and response to him referencing him in Django or him talking about other films that he's done. And it's like, it just was like a kind of, to me, it was like a victory lap in that sense where like then the projector came down and he's, you know, started singing slow jams. And then in the middle of slow jams, he goes, I made it, I'm back. It was just like very much Jamie Foxx convincing himself that he's still Jamie Foxx. If that makes right, am I wrong for saying that?
No,
so
I think, but I think
almost dying.
Yeah, but I think that was part of it.
Like under the circumstances, I get it. It makes sense, but
you got to also tie in.
Like it because then he like hammered in the religious angle, which I think is I'm not a religious person. I get it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but you've never been through a near-death experience.
I personally haven't. I've had family members that have. I've never just turned to God.
I agree, and that's fair because I do understand a lot of people went into watching it, they was expecting like this, another just laugh all night event, and I had those same, I went into it same with those same type of
expectations.
Well, expectations, yes, but I went into it thinking like, Jamie is about to prove that he's still, one of the funniest, most talented guys. Like that's just how I went into it. And while he is, I do think what you're saying is correct. But I do think that it's part of it. Like if you have a near-death experience like a stroke, you have to kind of convince yourself that, I'm still, I can still do this. And I think that's what he did. I think that, and he spoke to the fact that people were saying there's a clone. That's not, because he was speaking to the shit that was going on online. People were saying, that's not really Jamie, that's a clone. So he was like, you can't clone this. And then he started going into his, into his impersonations and into his characters, like, things like that. Right. Like you would start going. So I understood the tie-in. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I thought that it was some clone walking around of me.
And it was in Atlanta. Was Gucci's clone in the front row too?
I will say, like his sister and his daughters are amazing. I didn't know much about his family. I gained a lot of respect for the people that are close to him in his life, and how he showed love to not only his family but the nurses that were there. That was awesome. Yeah. I love all that. Mm-hmm. But I just didn't. And it sounds so wrong of me to say like this wasn't good. The guy almost died. He was in a coma for 20 days. He woke up on May 4th, Rory. He woke up on your birthday.
I remember.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had to wake up for your birthday celebrate for your toast.
The clone, at least.
Yeah, but it was just,
for the
I don't
toast
know, like,
that was disrupted by Meet the Grams.
To me, like I feel like the era of comedy specials has become the era of less about jokes and more preachy and more like, even when Chappelle goes on now, it's not so much like here's jokes. It's like, I'm gonna tell you about how I feel about this one specific thing. And
that's been Chappelle for a while.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying this falls into that. I don't like that. I don't like a lot of the crowd pops and a lot of the biggest claps and like the pans of the audience is like they weren't even like jokes. It was just like a thing he said. That wasn't even like a tear moment. It was just like a thing he said, and they're like, oh. I'm like, what?
So, okay. So what I get completely what you're saying, and I understand that a lot of people will not enjoy this. I probably won't watch it again, not because it wasn't well done. I understand why it wasn't done for a mass. It was done for him and the people who love Jamie Foxx and the people who would have been very, very, very hurt if Jamie Foxx wouldn't have made it out of where he was.
Yeah.
That's what that was for. That was for Jamie Foxx fans to see that he's okay. I don't think it was there to make you laugh at all. I didn't really laugh. I had a couple giggles. The moment that made me laugh the hardest is when he was singing about not dating white women no more, and the black women in the audience stood up like he was preaching. Like they stood up like they were in church, was like, yes, say it again, he been delivered. And that shit cracked me up. This whole entire thing, especially being that it's in Atlanta and the majority of the audience was just like black people and black women. And he was like on his preachy like church shit. It just gave black church to me, and I cracked up the entire time, mainly at that, because I'm just like, look at my people. Look at the shit they clapping at. Like, it was very entertaining in that, and it felt very familiar because I went to black churches. I just know, like, he's the old black uncle. He done been through some shit. Everybody in the front row, take your time, Jamie. Like, that type of shit. It was fucking hilarious to me. Like, it was very.
It was a comedy shit.
Yeah, it was a straight testimony.
It was a testimony.
There was really no real jokes. I did cry.
Like when Cedric the Entertainer goes up there, not Cedric, Steve Harvey, and just plays old school music. So remember this one? That's his whole stand-up bit, and everyone just cheers.
Yeah.
Don't do Harvey like that.
Steve Harvey, Kings of Comedy, that's all he would do was play old music and be like, yo, remember this one when you walked in the house and you're trying to fuck your wife? And then he'd put on fucking Lenny Williams. And he's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a stand-up.
And then so I knew what it was going to be when I called my parents, and my parents were like, yo, I cried the entire time. I'm like, oh, this for old black people. Got it. So when I watched it, I did cry when his daughter, said that I knew that you would make it because I always dreamt we would play on stage one day together, and then they played on stage. Tears.
Oh, that's cute.
It was very adorable. But I knew who it was for, and we're not the target audience. Unless you're a huge Jamie Foxx fan like I am, but the rest, we're not the target audience.
Love Jamie Foxx. I kind of tie in not rushing to watch this, not because of his stroke or his health problems, just kind of how I view legends going back into the field. Like we talked about with the Dre and Snoop album, I'm gonna get around to it when it comes out. I'm not rushing to it. They're legends and they're all right. I'm not rushing to it. I don't really care that much. They're solidified in my brain forever.
Mhm.
Jamie, to me, is one of the greatest that's ever lived in so many categories. I'm not rushing to watch his stand up in 2024.
If you want to remember, if you want to remember his best moments and his hits and watch him do some impressions and sing for a bit,
Which he still smokes by.
I'm still going to watch this no matter what, and I'm still going to listen to Dre and Snoop's album. It's just not on my priority list over Sleep.
This was like a self.
It's just not.
If I were to say,
It was a victory lap, like you said.
this is like it was like
deserved one.
It was like a
Fucking survived.
self eulogy, kind of. That's how it played to me, at least. I don't know, but it was cool to see him be able to do this on his own terms. Like his family held him down. That's what he kept saying. My family held me the fuck down. He kept repeating that. And it was cool to see him be able to, again, fill us in on what the fuck happened, because it went dark for a while. And it's nice that he's one of the few celebrities of this status that got to control the narrative and not only like do a sit down interview, but get a Netflix bag out of it and like make it a moment. So
I think that, yeah, I mean, again, it's just I'm glad to see Jamie Foxx back healthy, back on stage where he loves to be, performing, being an entertainer, as he talked about. But it was good to hear him tell the story and for him to, kind of put away some of the rumors and things that people were saying online and things like that. Like, let him tell his testimony, give his testimony in his words. And obviously you could tell it affected him. He was very emotional the whole
he cried the entire time.
Yeah, like there's a lot of times, again, like he was crying so hard that he damn near made me cry. And I'm like, nigga, what I'm crying for? Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought this was a comedy special. But you can understand it, like a stroke. And again, you could just feel him saying, like, having those thoughts, like, yo, I'm Jamie Foxx. Like, how am I in this hospital bed? Can barely even move now. Like, what the fuck? Like, but just that fast, it shows how, life can literally turn upside down for you. No matter who you are, how much success you've attained, how much money you've amassed, and the following, all that, none of that matters if your health is not correct. So I think he did a great job at getting that message across and delivering it in a funny way. You got to laugh at yourself, laugh at the turmoil and the trials that you go through. And I think he did a good job of that.
If you watching it, if you're going into it to try to laugh or putting it on to laugh, you're not gonna laugh. You're not really gonna laugh.
It's not a laugh
put
fest.
It on.
Like,
it's not a laugh, and it's not a stand-up comedy.
It's literally just good to see him healthy, back on stage, laugh at some of the shit he been through and make light of it, but understand that you're not gonna put this up against some of the comedy specials that we've seen this year. This is not that. This is something totally different from that. But I do think that if you've ever supported Jamie Foxx, and if you do like Jamie Foxx as an artist, then I think this is definitely something you should watch.
Do you think, I'm curious, do you think what should we expect, or what do you think will happen next? Will he dive back into film, or do you think, he's obviously probably doesn't need to do anything.
He's probably on a restriction as far as like because filming, major films with major production as Jamie Foxx has done, that takes a toll on you physically.
Even when you're healthy.
Yeah, even when you're like completely healthy. So
you have to deal with like 100 people a day.
Yeah, something like that. And then he felt like a prostitute. I think Jamie said he felt like a prostitute one time on the set of Django, if you will.
Of all sets.
He's stupid. He did do They Clone Tyrone though. And that was a full
really
length production. And I love They Clone Tyrone.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
That was a cool film.
But I just don't know how much, more of that he'll do yearly.
Yeah.
But he does seem to be back. He looked good. He looked healthy. It just obviously you could tell when he still talks about it, it's a very emotional thing. But I did enjoy it though.
I can tell. What I want from Jamie is another album. He still sounds amazing. By the way, to everybody who was laughing at me when I put Jamie on my top male vocalist of all time, I just want to say, post-stroke and everything, in the middle of crying, he's still blowing out y'all favorites on stage. I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, because y'all looked at me like I was crazy. But anywho, I want to...
Who on my list could Jamie Foxx outsing?
Anyway.
I think my favorite was Whitney Houston.
It was all male, so how would it be Whitney?
That's not true. I drafted Brandy second, I think.
We're talking about the male draft. But I want another album from him. But
Jamie
I don't know if we'll get it.
My list. But he can sing though. Jamie Foxx can sing. He can definitely sing. Still sounds great.
I don't know, man. Jamie might get Prince out of here.
Right.
And singing?
All right,
and singing? And
right,
singing?
Yo, we got voicemails?
Oh, Pete said he better than Usher. Pete said that.
Singing? Hell yeah.
And he said, hell yeah.
He said, hell yeah.
Jamie Foxx is not.
Jamie Foxx is not
You're
a better
laughing
singer.
while you're saying that. You
than
don't even
Usher.
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx does not sing better than Usher.
And you
Better
guys will
than
not,
U.S.H.E.R.
you will not get me to shit on Jamie Foxx, but please stop.
He said he's not
blasphemy.
that good.
But I just think that Jamie is underrated as a vocalist. Like people be acting like
Okay,
Jamie can't blow.
I'll agree
Jamie
with
can
that.
blow.
But you
Completely
said
agree
he
with
could
you
sing
there.
better than Prince, and then
Usher?
Pete said Usher. Can you see how y'all are both on the wrong side of that?
I think if Jamie had leaned completely into being a singer like he did acting, I think he would have a different rep. But he didn't lean into, he did a couple albums, which were fucking amazing, by the way, but he didn't really lean into singing.
Yeah, no, I feel like You Got It Bad. Jamie would definitely do that one. Never
If
mind.
you think Jamie couldn't do You Got It Bad,
I'm not saying he can't, but not better than Usher.
Jamie does not sing better than Usher, man. He
I
does-
didn't
It's
say
okay,
Pete said it.
like-
Pete said it. Anyway,
definitely don't sing better than Prince.
Like I was saying, I want another album from him, but I can tell by the way that he was talking, it gives that he's about to really enjoy his time with his family. Like he's about to just dive.
Life is
completely into
I
this.
hope so.
Everything is going through something like that. You have to guess that it puts life into perspective. Like the things that really matter, like the fame, the money, all of that. That means nothing when you laying there and that nurse. You woke up and that nurse already told you, "Yeah, I just finished washing your ass. Like I done seen everything." And
His
you sitting there
pickle,
like,
as he referred to it throughout.
yeah, it's just like,
Now come to my comedy show.
yeah.
Well, anyways, in other great news, another Caitlyn is Woman of the Year. Caitlyn should always be Time Women of the Year.
White women.
It should just always be Caitlyn.
She's the athlete of the year, not the woman of the year.
Okay,
She's
well,
the
either
Time
way,
athlete
thing.
of the year.
Caitlyn's of the year.
Shout out to Caitlyn Clark. Congratulations.
Time loves
to
a
her.
Caitlyn.
Had an
And Jenna.
amazing year. Did a lot for the WNBA platform.
What year did Simone win all the medals? Was it this year or last year? It was this year, right? This was the Olympics. I was just
You
wondering.
do have a good point.
I was just fucking wondering.
You do have a good
bro.
point.
Just wondering.
Okay, you may not agree with my response to that. She's done that so much that I think Caitlyn
Simone
Clark,
Biles won athlete of the year one year, right? Tom had to have given her one of these.
Yeah, I'm sure she won.
One of these.
she should have it for
Olympics.
like the fucking decades.
Yeah.
Like, should be every year.
But because like she's done
Oh,
it.
she won it last year.
There you go.
No, should have won again this year. But I get that she can't win it 2 years in a row. That's
So
not
well,
fair.
she,
And I mean,
she
Ca-
won Time Athlete of the Year in 2021. She was voted Female Athlete of the Year by the Associated Press in last year, 23.
Time should have given it to her again this year.
Which would have been deserved, but
No,
what Pete said, voter fatigue, like,
no, man, y'all are missing it. It helps elevate the WNBA platform.
and I'm saying what
we
Caitlyn
say
Clark
we want
did
the
has not been
WNBA
done.
to get bigger. This is it. This is Time Athlete of the Year is a WNBA player. This helps elevate the entire platform.
That is huge.
Yeah, man, you need that.
So while we
I like
give it to INS school or whatchamacallit from Syracuse, what's her name? Bree.
So you can't even.
Brianna Stewart.
Because I think with this,
They didn't have now Brianna won it all. Shout out to the Liberty. They won it all.
but that's not impact.
when
is
Time
different.
does Athlete of the Year, I don't think they're specifically going through stats
Yeah.
and ability. It's impact on what they did for that organization.
Okay.
Like,
in this,
Not only that, what she
Caitlyn
did for the
completely
entire-
turned the WNBA.
Yeah, she elevated the entire league. Shout out to her, and Angel Reese had a hand in that too. Their
for sure.
their like rivalry and things like that. That helped elevate the entire thing. I love this for the WNBA. I think it's great that they gave Caitlyn the Athlete of the Year, and she had a great year. When you look at her numbers, like
As a rookie, yeah, for sure.
she was going crazy this year. So I'm not mad at it. Now what she said. And
What did she
her
say?
You didn't like,
winning
you
the
didn't like
Athlete
that
of the
woke
Year.
shit, huh?
Not that I didn't like it, but it just proves that no matter.
You don't like that George Soros
No,
agenda.
no. It's not that. Because if that's how Caitlyn felt and that's what was on her heart to say, and
What's
if-
wrong with what she said, man?
I don't think it's anything wrong with it.
She said the WNBA is built on the back of black players. She said, quote, I want to say that I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. Quote, a lot of the players in the league that have been really good have been black players. The league has kind of been built on them. The more we can
Really
appreciate,
talking like you really from Iowa.
the more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible. I think it's very important. I have to continue to try to change that.
She
I
smoked
thought
that.
she said was amazing.
She
But
smoked
now
She hardly speaks, by
the
the way.
backlash that she's receiving because they're saying, oh, how dare you apologize for being a white woman? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you apologize
Where's
for
the
that?
She didn't.
apology?
Shit, I didn't see an apology.
Well, she was saying that
I know, I heard Pete say that.
she recognizes that she has white privilege. She just recognized that.
That's not apologizing. That's just a fact.
I mean, I get it, but people that, and it's ironically, it's the same people that champion her. Well, most of the people that championed her all year that are now saying, oh, you are apologizing for being a white woman. What is wrong with you?
She's learning that they weren't championing her just to champion her. They
Listen
were
to it. Look at Footy in the Wood Sticks. Oh no, Footy in the Woods, Texas. I'm sorry.
I thought you were
Footy in the
joking.
Woods.
That's actually the account name.
Footy in the Woods, Texas.
Oh, I mean,
right?
you see why I wore this shirt, because I was pissed at Caitlyn Clark.
Yeah. He says, wow, so disappointed you caved into the made-up fantasy world of the delusional left. I was such a big fan of you. Not because you're white, because you're amazing.
No, never because of that.
Unfortunately, your ego and attitude are starting to stink
Your
more than
ego.
your
She
shine.
gave up her whole ego. That's the point of the statement.
You had a huge platform to bring people together. Instead, you are choosing to push people apart.
What about that as a part?
How did Footy in the Woods, Texas come up with that? I don't know. But
No,
that's just,
this is why your
look at
side
these
sounds so
comments.
stupid sometimes.
no longer
what do you
supporting
mean my
you
side? I didn't fucking vote. Your side.
They're just they try to hide it under the guise of support. You guys don't support her or care about the women's NBA.
Yeah.
You care about Caitlyn Clark because of that rivalry that went with Angel Reese, and you created a whole racial thing because of that. Black people didn't create that. White people created that shit. And then Caitlyn, greatest thing ever, which she is fucking amazing. I'm not taking that from her. But they bigged her up and you're not a fan of her talent. There's plenty of talented women. There's been plenty of talented women in the WNBA. Y'all don't give a fuck about them. Y'all don't care about talent. Y'all cared about that rivalry and that making her the great white hope and sticking up for her, and you used it as an excuse to be a racist. And now that she's saying that I don't support none of that racist shit y'all on, now y'all turning against her. That's what the fuck that is.
Look at your girl Megyn Kelly. She says, look at this.
Oh,
She's on the knee all but apologizing for being
knee.
white and getting attention. The self-flagellation. Please pay attention to the black players who are really the ones you want to celebrate. Condescending,
That's
fake,
not what you said whatsoever.
transparent, sad.
Like, not even a little bit.
They're fucking idiots.
And again, it's both sides when it comes to this athletic shit. All athletes should shut up unless it's what the agenda I want to push.
Yeah.
If it's something I agree with, then we should champion it, and all athletes should aspire to think this way.
Either
but
way,
if it's not my point of view, shut up.
If she went up there and said white power, they would have put a bronze statue for outside of Fox News.
But yeah, shouts to Caitlyn Clark on winning Time Athlete of the Year. She definitely helped to elevate the WNBA platform this year, along with other great players. Angel Reese, Arike from Dallas. I hope I said her name right. We follow each other on Instagram. I was supposed to go to the game this year and check her out, but
I put up on Lexi was courtside. Like, you have to support the way I did.
next time I go to LA, if it's in season, I'll
go to Dallas with you.
Yeah, go to Dallas and catch when they play the Sparks.
Let's
watch
do it.
Arika bust Lex's ass.
No, don't even do this.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
You better relax.
You ever seen Arika play?
I have, yeah.
Shit.
But I've been seeing.
She be out there. Fuck, she got that shit on the
You
string.
don't even see Lexi's backstep in this offseason.
Backstep.
Just like this.
That looked like a foul.
Yeah, I'm teaching her the elbow.
He threw an elbow. That's
I know.
a foul.
I'm teaching Lexi a little elbow.
Shout out to Angel Reese, all other.
But what's funny is with that, with the Caitlyn Clark shit, they interviewed. There was a whole article, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's reacting to 3 sentences.
Yeah,
like they define this whole thing
That's
about
all
the
that
black
matters.
players.
That's all that fucking matters. You know,
like
that.
Caitlyn Clark went in there. We're only talking about black players.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's like 3 sentences out of a whole article.
It was great. I think what she said was great, man. It's just
I agree.
people are ignorant, and I think she understands that.
Your man Donnie took it for the males. Male athlete of the year.
Male athlete of the year, Donald Trump. Donald Trump won Person of the Year for Time Magazine.
He's got a couple. How many does he have?
Yeah,
who's counting?
I think he has the most.
He has to have the most of this.
Who is counting? I'm not counting.
You're asking who's counting so you could know.
Who's counting? I don't know who's counted. Like, fuck.
I feel like even when he lost, he got Time Person of the Year.
Probably. He deserved it.
I mean, he's probably the most famous human being.
It's like when LeBron won the Finals MVP after losing.
Yeah. He deserved it.
Almost. He should have.
He should have.
This says again, so this is at least his second.
I feel like it's more, but all right. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, second time.
Time is going to time.
Time and time again, Don is the man of the year.
This happened while we were recording, so I don't have the full details, but congrats to Hot One, Sean Evans. I think I want to say congrats. If that's the deal you guys wanted to get, BuzzFeed sold Hot Ones, or Hot Ones bought out of the BuzzFeed contract. Either way, congrats to Sean. Amazing platform, everything you've built.
$82.5 million.
I hope you get every last dollar you deserve. I hope this is the deal that you wanted. So congrats to
Shout out
everyone
to Sean
over
Evans
at Hot Ones and to Sean Evans. Are we missing anything? Do we go to voicemails? Should we save Bill Belichick or?
I mean, it's not much to talk about. Bill Belichick, head coach.
Look what
UNC.
some new pussy will do to you.
Man, he went back to college.
Some young pussy will rejuvenate
Man.
you. You'll write a 400-page Bible, throw it on the desk,
And say, you got an hour.
My girlfriend also needs tuition money here.
You got an hour to read those 400 pages and get back to me.
Can you guys explain to me? I'm just a girl who doesn't really watch sports. Why this is such a big deal? Like, why is it even making? I don't get it.
Bill
What would
Belichick
be
is
an equivalency of
the
this?
greatest NFL coach of all time.
All right, let's say
I
Phil
know.
Jackson.
now going down.
No,
to
we
the
have to. I'm
college
trying to think. We have to do this in Demers term. This is like if. Oh man.
You just explain it in regular terms. I know who Bill Belichick is. I just want.
No, but I want to do. I want to.
Beyonce joins the City Girls.
If Beyonce
this is
joined the
worse.
City
This is like
Girls.
if Beyonce, like
UNC being the City Girls is fucking hilarious.
this is like if Beyonce went on like X Factor
Okay.
or like Making the Band.
This is equivalent.
Yeah,
okay.
Beyonce.
I see
This
where
is
you're
a-
taking it.
this is
yeah,
equivalent
I don't
to-
fully agree, but yeah,
You're
all right.
there. You
Yeah.
did. You're at the peak.
This
Why
is
are you going
equivalent-
back
But
to
not
high
even
school?
like X Factor at its peak. Like America's Got Talent when it was falling off.
Yeah,
That would be like if Beyonce
Yeah.
was like, I'm
It's
going
like-
to host now with Nick
like
Cannon.
doing American Idol now.
So he's still going to be doing what, D1, right? Still?
yeah, but it's not like he went to a program like Alabama or
Okay.
like
He went to a program that's not respected at that much in football.
they have their years every now and then.
So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just using my,
Where's his girlfriend from?
she looks like a Tar Heel.
I think she's from the New England area.
I feel like maybe if you've reached the pinnacle, the peak, and there's no higher you can go, why not go and try to help a program that probably needs your help the most?
Oh, no one's shitting on him for it.
Oh,
We're
okay.
all excited. He's going to bring so much money into UNC. I think someone that was in the office earlier said they like quadrupled what their investor shit is to their team already.
Yeah.
Like the
It's a
amount of
big
money
deal.
that's going to come in is insane.
This is like if Taylor Swift like
Talk to a regular human being.
went on fucking
Flu commercial.
yeah.
Middle seat.
middle seat.
This is
to Australia.
His girlfriend posted this on her story with the headline and said, "We are on to Chapel Hill." So
Thank you for that,
they'll be
Julian.
moving to Chapel Hill together.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I think
For
it's
that,
really
Julian.
cool.
We needed that. That added so much context.
I don't know. It's nice to see
That's
them
what
make
made
the
it
move
official.
together.
Yeah.
It must be difficult for her to
See,
uproot her
and
life.
this, what was the girl that was championing her boyfriend on Instagram and everyone got mad? Drea. Don't treat her like Drea. She's just championing her man. She's happy that he has a job.
Me?
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't say. I just thought it
You were
was
trying to downplay her
No, I was
congratulating
saying
her
thanks,
man.
Julian, for adding that to the story. We really.
I think it's really important.
We've spoke to them about them quite a bit, so it's nice to see that they're staying together and she's moving to Chapel Hill with him.
Oh, you thought she was leaving?
No,
Oh, okay.
never.
She's
He's
lifer.
his contract, by the way, is $10 million. I don't know how many years that spans, but
He probably only did 1 year.
per season. So I don't know. It doesn't specify how many seasons.
Okay. I mean, that's a lot of money to be coaching college football. Definitely the most
Especially
ever.
with
Right?
At
NIL.
UNC,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
regular for like, again, Alabama, LSU.
Oh, yeah.
But
I believe his dad was involved with the program. There's like a photo of him.
His son
as
is
a
the
kid.
next. His son is probably going to be the next head coach after him.
I think it's in the
UNC is
contract.
respected for basketball,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Yeah. The greatest player ever,
Vince Carter.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
No,
I mean,
Michael Jordan's name is
They
crazy.
have great
Middle name is
uniforms
crazy.
too. Jordan Brand. There's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a program. Even if they're not known for football, UNC in itself is probably.
They recently had a good QB. Didn't that Drake May kid come out of UNC?
Hmm?
They're like
Who
one
went
of
to
those
the
programs
Patriots?
where like they're good for like every 5 years they have like a randomly good top
Yeah.
15 year.
But like if Belichick is there and they start,
It changes
And now
the culture.
the
it changes the
tournament,
culture for sure.
now the tournament's so expanded they
Yeah.
could sneak in
Yeah.
to that.
I mean,
Alabama's
look what Dion did. It's possible to just bring a coach in and completely change an entire program.
Absolutely.
I love that for
More
them.
times-
So
more
few
times than
people
not, that's
can
how
say
it
they
happened.
played for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have voicemails?
of course.
You've got mail.
All right,
Yes.
guys.
Are we out to Raleigh for Dreamville Fest and for a game?
Today, I feel like we should do a couple updates. Remember our married couple that recently called and said the gentleman called and said he wanted space.
Mhm.
Yes.
We
Did he
have
get
an update.
space?
We have an update. I also was reading the comments when we did that last one. They said, "Why would you call this group? None of them have been together for that long and know anything about commitment."
Gotta call us.
We're
So-
fresh eyes.
Whatever. New perspective. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what up, everybody? This is Black from Denver. I just wanted to follow back up on my conversation with you guys. I listened to the last pod and I just sound like complete crap. So I just wanted to sound a little bit better in this voicemail. So anyway, me and my wife, we did sit down and have a conversation, and we felt like it was best that every weekend I get a day, she gets a day. And then after that, we just have a date together. And then throughout the week, we just try our best to, have different activities going on for ourselves. So, she might go read a book. I might sit here and do some work on the computer, or, I might just go out to the gym while she stays home, vice versa. So we're just really coming up with different plans and different ideas on how we can still communicate, but keep things separate. And the last thing, Rory, I know I am not your father, but I was just going to say I wanted to see if you needed somebody else on a pod that was a father to conversate about, parenthood and all that. But hey, guys, thank you so much. Peace.
It's a cool schedule, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we said, though, no?
I think
Kinda.
so.
Maul suggested he gets his own place.
Yeah, get like a side apartment that
Get
she
like a
doesn't know
one-bedroom,
owns
another
the
home
key.
for yourself.
1 bedroom.
But yeah, have the conversation with her that you need space,
Little
set
hideout.
days for actual dates. Yeah, he's handling it okay.
Yeah.
I don't want a father or a father on the pod, so I mean, there goes
There's
that.
Yeah.
Though
Thank
I
you.
encourage Maul not to pull out with whatever woman he's dealing with.
Not
Maybe that
pull
way
out?
we could have another father on
Lily
the pod.
Phillips.
Damn, look what you put in the air about me. You don't want me to pull out?
Yeah, I want you to have a kid.
Yeah. What about like a loving relationship first? No?
For what?
Oh, yeah. Just a kid, straight to a kid.
Yeah,
Oh, got you.
duh.
Yeah.
Keep the
Figure it out
population
after.
going. There's not enough people on the earth.
It's not. So we're running out of land.
2025, who would be my prediction out of the 4 people in here?
Of who's gonna have a baby?
Yeah, right.
I know who.
You don't fucking look at me, nigga.
I'm just looking at you. I just said
Don't
I know
look at
who.
me. I'm
All I
going-
said was
I'm
I
going
know
back
who. I
celibate
didn't
for
say
2025.
I
Won't
didn't
be
say
me.
nothing, baby. I just looked at you and said I know who. That's all I did.
Won't be me.
All right.
Out of all of us, I'm the only one in the room in control about whether I have a baby or not.
Not anymore.
I live in New York, bitch. Yes, I am.
Just not anymore.
We all thought to joke, but like no one said it out
Yeah,
loud.
like that's the part of being autistic that you just gotta
Yeah, she's New York.
Canceling them all out because that would never happen.
Yes.
It's not Rory.
It's gonna be Rory.
It's
gonna
you.
be Rory.
Yeah, it's you.
It's me?
It's literally you.
Yeah, Keo will be pregnant before the
have
end of
sex
this
to
year.
do that. I think I'm gonna go with Peach.
No way. Well, I mean,
Pe-
Trump is back, so Peach might be celebrate with a kid.
he loves like the nuclear family. That's
Yeah.
what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Peach may have like a whole separate family in Kansas that we don't even know about.
That's where you got to keep them.
Mhm.
Middle of America.
For
Middle
sure.
America.
Landlocked.
Yeah.
Landlocked. It'll
but-
definitely be Rory. I see it being Rory to
It's
the rest
Rory.
of us. Yeah.
Really? Out of everyone in the room.
Yeah.
How many people are here, Rory?
But you guys like actively participate in the act that creates children. So
He's
I don't
doing it
understand
again.
why you guys don't think you guys can't have children.
Who?
Everyone in this room is everyone in this room celibate?
Yes. Oh, me. Sorry. I can't speak.
But what's
for all.
what's celibate though? Like how
Not-
long?
Oh, it's pretty easy. Not having sex.
Yeah, but you could not be having sex for 3 weeks. I don't mean you celibate.
Mm.
You just didn't have sex in 3 weeks.
I agree.
Mm.
You got to not have sex in 2
And that's
months.
why
I
I'm
don't mean
saying
you
no
celibate.
one in this room is celibate.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
I mean,
that
I'm not
means
ha-
everyone
I'm
in
not
this room
currently
is
having-
viable to have children.
I'm not currently having sex, but I'm not.
In this moment, sitting here, yes,
Well, no,
of
and
course.
not just outside of this moment, but I'm just saying I'm not running around like, yo, you know what? I'm doing the celibacy thing, bro. I'm gonna, get in tune with myself and my chakras.
Proving my
Are you
point.
making fun of me?
All 5 people
You
in
just
here,
had sex. You was getting clapped. You had bunny ears on getting clapped on Halloween.
allegedly.
That was
That was wow.
This
Whoa, that
Patreon.
didn't happen. That was a
Tune into
legend.
Patreon if you want
That
that
was
story.
legend.
damn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Patreon, subscribe now.
That
Yeah.
episode comes out Monday.
You guys missed that
Damaris's
joke.
click meter went back to 0.
Yep. Y'all missed that. It was a joke that Maul's making right now. Y'all missed it if
It
you don't
was
have
a
Patreon.
joke.
Y'all missed
But anyway,
it.
That y'all missed.
personally, if
because
I
y'all are not subscribed to patreon.com/Rory and Maul.
If a nigga try to take me up out these streets, I'm sending that baby back to God this year. So I'm telling you, it will not be me.
Sending it back to God. Spoken like a true Republican.
I mean, but you don't know once you feel like,
I know what I feel, baby.
okay.
God bless.
But baby D, when do you think you're gonna have kids? Because you love kids. So
I do.
When are you gonna have kids?
I have to be me and the person I'm in a relationship with have to be in a very, very good financial spot to have.
No, you don't.
For me, you said what?
Some of the most successful people I know came from not financially stable.
Yeah,
homes.
and what they had to do is selling crack in the hallways, right? I don't want my baby to sell crack in the hallways.
You ain't gotta do that. Just get a good job, decent job together. Y'all can make
Get it out the mud.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's what it's giving. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's not even about that. It's more about, like I've expressed to you guys plenty of times that people say that I'm lazy for wanting a nanny, but let me clear that up. I don't have the village like my parents did or like their parents did. Like my parents aren't going to raise, they live in 2 different cities and they're not going to raise my kid. My parents are older. You know what I'm saying? So I need the help. And I can't afford daycare and all of that shit right now. It costs too much.
Just get my iPad.
True.
Miss Rachel can raise your child.
Miss Rachel will raise your kids.
Right. Have a white woman raise your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put Julian on the spot.
Oh.
Let's say, girl, a swipe riper. You know, one of those. Right.
You just say a person, a woman.
Right. Swipe left, vote right.
Swipe alt right.
Swipe alt right is hilarious. Let's say one of those just happens to, get pregnant.
I'm gonna tell you what's not gonna happen. They're not gonna get pregnant. That just doesn't.
Are you sterile?
Not gonna happen.
Your soldiers don't march, nigga?
Nope, not at all.
Let's just say in this hypothetical world that they do.
Sure.
Then what happens?
It's gone. Do what Damaris is gonna do.
It's not your choice. It's hers.
Your choice, baby.
She wants to
In
keep
New
it.
York, it is.
No, it's not your choice.
No, it's still her choice.
It's always her choice, no matter what state it is.
You gonna go get Luigi?
Bail Luigi out.
What is he gonna do?
Healthcare.
He's not up for bail, but
Well, he's a plumber, so I mean,
Yeah.
I see where you're
get up
going.
in those fallopians a little bit, I guess. You know.
What is wrong?
Nah, this is not gonna happen. That's not happening.
If it was to happen, what do? You beg her to abort it?
I just would. It's just not gonna happen.
Okay, Julian.
That baby's not coming out.
Julian, you definitely you'll take your kid to play catch every Saturday.
The kid that I want to raise and love, yeah, of course. I'd love to be a father.
If you accidentally get a woman pregnant, let's say it happens, you're telling me how you're gonna handle that? Like, what, you're gonna push her down the stairs?
If Coffee
Plan
Break gets
B.
pregnant, you keep it.
No,
Coffee date?
we don't there's we're not in a relationship.
No. Okay. If she gets, y'all have sex, y'all hook up one
No.
night, you don't keep it.
No,
Even if she wants to.
But if she wants to, that's not your choice.
no.
Julian is effectively telling y'all that he will murder this woman, and y'all just keep skipping over
That's
it.
not what he's saying.
That is what he's saying.
I'll call the Clintons and we will go on. I'll see y'all.
You know
on
a guy
Monday.
that know a guy that
See you
call the
guys
big
on
guy.
Monday.
You be like, call the big guy, wake him up.
Yeah.
He's eating his pudding, but wake him up.
I'm telling y'all.
That big guy is not doing anything.
He's doing a lot of shit. Don't do that. No, let's not even bring. Nope. All right, next voicemail.
Maul's definitely keeping it.
If a girl, yeah, I mean, I don't think I have a choice at this point. I get a girl pregnant now, she definitely keeping that shit. For
Of
sure.
course you don't
What
have a
if she's
choice.
like 22?
I would not. Let me tell you something about my loins and a 22-year-old's loins will never meet again in life.
Yeah.
What if you're hanging out with Belichick?
Yeah. What if you're on
I
the
would
sideline
never
of
be
UNC?
hanging out
What's the youngest you'll date now, Ma? 30? You shouldn't be dating nobody younger than 30.
Why?
You're 40.
What that
All right.
mean?
That's what, 25?
No.
What, 26?
Like 28, 29.
Is that the rule? Half your age plus
That's like
7?
the street rule.
Who made that up?
Streets?
It's about a Democrat.
No, it would just be half your age.
Like
minus
28.
7.
28 probably the younger, 28, 29.
How old was a 28-year-old? How old were you when a 28-year-old was born?
14, 15.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Is it?
A little bit.
What would you guys talk about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
just congratulated Belichick on getting the UNC job, and he's fucking 60, 70 years old, and his girl is 24.
Yeah, congratulate him for him coaching women or men of that age, not dating them.
Yeah, but you didn't say, oh, God, this fucking...
Yeah, no, I think Belichick is a fucking disgusting, nasty human being for
Oh,
dating.
shouldn't say that. Lead with that one, though.
I've said that on record on this podcast. What a gross human being that has 7 rings. Fucking talented at what he does. That guy's gross.
Yeah, but date...
You should coach people that age. You shouldn't date them.
the reason why I'm saying that, Moss, because you're at the age where you're looking for somebody to, well, you're not, but I like to think that you're looking for somebody to settle down with and have a kid with. I just don't understand why you would have a kid with a 28-year-old.
Who said I would have a kid with a 28-year-old?
Well, is that not what you're not dating with intention? You're just dating just to date?
No, I'm always dating with intention.
Okay, what's the intention?
To see where it goes. I intend on seeing where this relationship goes, what it grows into.
Rory has a song.
I'm not
about
meeting
that.
a girl and saying I have intentions on getting you pregnant before summer's
No,
out.
it's not. But we've had that conversation for. If you have the intentions of this is what you want, then you would think that dating with intention would be, okay, this is what I want. Is this person capable of giving me this? I'm going to see if they are. That's what I'm dating. I'm dating you to see if you're capable of giving me what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is if your intention is to settle down and have a kid, why would you date a 28? You're okay with a 28-year-old giving you a kid?
I mean, why not? Certain 28-year-olds I know got they shit together for real.
Okay. It has nothing to do with that. I know plenty of 28-year-olds that have their shit together.
Yeah.
But I was just
what's the
wondering.
problem?
Nothing.
Just because she was when she was born, I was 14.
No, I just think that 28-year-olds and 42-year-olds live a very different life.
It depends on the 28-year-old.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Some 28-year-olds that have been, homebodies. They've never been a part of like the quote unquote scene or the industry. Like they don't care about that type of
homebody?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it has nothing to do with that at all.
So you said lifestyle.
But
Isn't that what you
eventually,
said?
as far as eventually, you're not going to be 42, you're going to be 62. And this person will then be in their like sexual prime and you'll be 62.
What that mean?
Whatever Belichick on.
When I'm 62, she would be that's 20 years. She would be 48.
Yeah, she way past her prime at that.
Yeah, it's
time.
not
No,
sexual
women's
prime.
sexual prime is in their 40s.
I thought it was in
like-
their 30s.
Late 30s, early 40s.
Sexual prime in their 40s?
Late 30s,
Come on,
early
man.
40s.
You can't call
Look it
prime
up,
40
bro.
something.
When-
Cut it out, man.
That's when women are the horniest. They're late 30s, early 40s. Yes. And women that age
Okay, she
will
would be
tell you
48.
that.
That's not early 40s.
30s and early 40s.
30s.
That's not early 40s. 48 is early 50s.
Who pays for studies? One study showed that women between 27 and 45, like, why even pay someone for a study with that gap?
They just asked 12 people. How old are you? Great. Are you horny?
30s and
Great.
early 40s, though.
I'm just saying, I just always felt like, because I don't know, maybe you would want somebody closer to your age so that you guys will be going through the same things around the same time.
Just because you're close in age doesn't mean you're
Menopause.
going through the same thing around the
No,
same
but it
time.
does make it more likely.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Not
Well,
age.
when you
Age
nursing
doesn't
home
make it.
age, she's still gonna be in her prime at the gym running around. Like that's what I'm saying.
I don't know about her prime at 48.
In the 40s, men's erections become less rigid and they desire sex less often.
In their what?
40s.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean,
Are you ridged up?
I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
What's your ridge level right now?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
For females, this is the lead up. It's called premenopause. Typically starts somewhere in the 40s, which is their decline in estrogen, which can lead
Which
to
is when I say the same thing around the same time.
vaginal dryness, which can lead to painful intercourse. Well, that's good. If your dick can't get hard, you don't want to fuck anyway, so you can just dry
You
it
guys can
out.
scissor together with lube.
Never.
Do we have another voicemail?
Oh, yes, of course. This is the woman that called about finding out her biological dad had passed. She never met him. She was raised by someone else. And she was asking us, should she go to the funeral of her biological father, whom she had never met?
Yep. I remember.
It's my favorite pod squad. What's good? This is kind of a continuation update story. So I had hit y'all up about wanting to go to the funeral of the sister of the dad that I didn't even know was possibly my biological dad. Until ancestry results came back in 2020 about him possibly being my father, even though my mother at that time in 2020, it was right before my 40th birthday, she still swore up and down that the person who is still alive, the person who I thought to be my dad my whole life is in fact my father. She just 100% always just keeps saying that, whatever. But we dropped it after 2020. We never talked about it again. I did ask that dad to get a paternity test and he ghosted me like he typically does, right? Fast forward now 4 years later, she brings it up again, talking about my son should get to know his grandfather and he should know his lineage. And I'm like, well, that guy's not even a good dad to me. He's been in and out my whole life. So why would I want that for my son to be in and out of his life? And secondly, that's not his lineage. He's not my biological dad. Then she got into the whole thing of, yes, he is. I'm 100% sure. We could bet money on this. I'm telling you right now, we got into a whole thing to the point where I just got the person who she swears is the biological dad on the phone and was like, hey, can we please just get this over with? So he did agree and he did show up. He did not ghost this time. We took a test on Sunday. I will have the results in a few days. They
Oh
said.
my God.
So
Jesus.
I'm feeling away about my mother though. Like if this thing comes back that this man is really not my biological dad and she did all of this, I'm going to be very upset and I don't know how to handle it.
She left a part 2, but I think that's
Yeah.
we get it.
Why do I know who that? I know who is
This is
that?
her name. Don't say it, but that's the right here.
I don't recognize the voice, but
I recognize that voice.
That's rough. I guess we have to wait and see. Like, what do you even tell her now? In the meantime, while she waits, your family's doing a lot of weird shit. I guess the results will tell what.
Yeah,
to do
your
moving forward.
mom's got. Y'all got to be honest when y'all was out there, hoeing. Just be honest. Say moms was hot. I was all of them niggas wanted me. Some of them had me. That's all.
Some of them had me.
Some of them had me. A lot of them wanted me, and some of them had me. You know what I'm saying? Moms look good back in the day.
Do you think the mom is confident in who the father is, or is just as nervous as this woman is?
She's just as nervous.
It's like a Kris Jenner situation.
Just as nervous.
But she seems, her mother is pretending to be confident.
Yeah, but that was the same thing with didn't we watch Kirk Franklin went through the same thing.
Oh yeah.
On his doc, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was mad his mother told him that was his father. All these years come to find out that wasn't his father.
And it's rough if like mom is a type the way Remy does, like, and her partners look alike.
Damn.
Then you really don't know.
If you found out your mom wasn't your real mom, and like you found your real mom and she was like, say, better off in life than your real mom that you grew up thinking was your mom, do you like abandon your mom that raised you?
No.
And you go with the mom that owns like 17 hotels in Manhattan?
We too old.
I'm gonna get to know her.
Oh, for sure.
I'll take a room.
We're gonna develop a No, we got to, I think naturally you develop
Like I'm
a
entitled to
relationship.
something here, but
you
no,
develop
of course
a
I'm
relationship.
the woman that raised me, of course not.
Yeah, you develop
You
a
said my
relationship.
last name's Hilton? Or?
Unless she treats you like shit when you have a stomach virus and makes you put up a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Then, I mean,
that makes it
you
easy.
know.
But if my mom owns 17 Four Seasons, like my real mom, I think my mom that raised me, I'll be like, yo, I mean,
I don't think
I'll come back, I'll visit.
anyone that was raised by someone that was a good mother, whether it was biological or not, would not abandon their mom because there was a Hilton involved.
Gerard Carmichael has a great bit about that when he used to actually do stand-up. He said, I think it was his first special, he was talking about like, my mom asked me, she said, you're never like nice to me enough or whatever. And she said, what if it was me and Oprah hanging off a cliff and you could only save one of us? And he was like, well, why would I save you? And she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, what are you going to give me? Another hug? He was like, if I save Oprah, at least I get a fucking iPad at the minimum. Like
a car, maybe.
You get a car just for showing up.
Yeah, anything.
Who knows what Stebbin has on
You
her?
save
He's
Oprah
living
life,
fine.
she's like, you get a car now for saving my life.
I mean, I feel like my mom would save Oprah before me.
Oh, your mom would definitely save Oprah before you.
I'll give
She
you a cut of
saved
that.
Jay Leno in front of me before me.
More than
Jay
that.
Leno was about to save her.
He saved her.
The hoe that needed to be saved.
Mom look good. A lot of them, they all wanted her.
Could you imagine if
Some of
Rory
them
just
had
had
her.
like a younger half sibling?
That was
It
Jay Leno.
Leno's
Me
kid?
with a chin.
Me with a chin is hilarious.
Just a banana clip, just chilling right.
You have a chin, but that's why that's so funny. Me with a chin.
Banana clip is hilarious.
If you're listening now, get your tickets. Well, if they're still remaining.
Yeah.
Live show Saturday, December 14th. Last one of the year. Gramercy Theater, New York City. Cannot wait to see some of you familiar faces and some new faces.
Mm-hmm. Maul has some crazy surprises.
Do I?
Yeah, you said you was gonna do that one thing on stage.
That
Hey,
one
yo.
thing.
With that one person.
You said you and then doing this, that little one thing that you do. You're gonna do that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun though.
Before we close, this is like a lighter note regarding a CEO. This just happened in New York like minutes ago as we're recording. The CEO of Enron was pied in the face
That shit like something off
on his
Nickelodeon.
way into a meeting, which Enron, yeah.
Which is so crazy. Like Enron was corporation enemy number one when I was in high school. Then we forgot it existed because they just moved on to other corporations.
This got to be fake because why his security
And
card?
it's an
5
old
foot-
man.
That looks like
look at
Cousin
the man
Greg.
that connected.
Is that Bernie Sanders?
That is Bernie Sanders.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fake.
mad fake. Because why?
Also, the
is
fake?
CEO of Enron is 21. Like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Really?
Cryptocurrency. Got you.
damn. Gotcha.
Oh, God damn it.
Are
God
we
damn
going
it,
to the
Julian.
last? Are we going to the last Dreamville Fest as a family?
Did they say this was
It's the last one.
It's
It's the
still,
final
yeah,
one.
they finally said it. 5th and final.
They finally said it.
I mean, I know.
They finally said it. Oh my God. You guys finally heard that song?
Yeah.
No, the way the audience was intended to hear it. No, we did not know this was the last Dreamville Fest. And I get it though, even though they've been probably one of the more successful ones. Shit is a nightmare. It's expensive. It's a fucking headache. Good for them. They had an amazing run. Some of my favorite lineups ever. I don't know if I'm gonna go. April.
Wait. That's the flyer?
We can catch spring ball with UNC, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we watch spring ball with Belichick and then we go to Dreamville Fest.
I'm not invited, so.
We could take I'm sure his lovely girlfriend wants to go to Dreamville Fest.
Belichick's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could take her.
She probably loves Lil Yeet or something.
Lil Yeet.
Lil Yeet.
Yo.
Did they announce a lineup or no?
No. This is just pre-sale tickets. And VIP tiered tickets are available now.
You would never.
So that means
you laugh at these links.
That means that the fall off is coming sometime within the next 3 months.
You're a dick. Rory tried to paint me as like, you're not clicking this link either.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But you do it with pride.
No, I just be like, oh, like, cool.
Oh, it's finally available to you guys?
You guys finally know what's happening next year?
They literally do it the same weekend every year.
That's why it's funny.
Not news.
I get it. I'm sorry.
The news is that it's ending, I guess.
All right, well, since it's the last one, what's the big hurrah? Predictions? I'm sure you already know.
Sorry.
No prediction.
Is it Drake, Cole, and Kendrick together on one stage?
Please.
Let me tell you what ain't gonna happen at that Dreamville Fest.
Ma, we all know it ain't gonna happen. You don't gotta tell us.
Look, why you hating? If somebody say something about Dreamville Fest and you cross your arms and start
hating.
You hating.
No, you the hater.
Ooh, it's the hate off.
I have a prediction.
What?
I think since it's coming to a close and the history that they have, I think Jay-Z does Dreamville Fest.
Oh, nigga, please. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Why is that a crazy thought?
Jay-Z is not doing Dreamville Fest.
The first artist ever signed to S. Carter Enterprises was fucking J. Cole.
That does not.
They built Rock Nation off J. Cole's fucking back.
So that doesn't mean the last.
Jay-Z gives a fuck about any of that. He does not.
I think Jay-Z gives a fuck about J. Cole and his journey.
I didn't say that.
You think he'll be at the Garden Show?
You're not gonna piss me off when I start yelling. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think that's.
You don't think it's crazy that Jay-Z would go to Dreamville Fest for the last one after the history him and J. Cole have had together?
I think that
he's another arm of Jay-Z's legacy. Like,
yes, I don't think that Jay-Z is doing that. Jay-Z, when's the last time you seen Jay-Z perform?
Exactly. This would be a reason.
Dreamville Fest.
I think Jay-Z only does things that would make sense to him at this point in his life. This is his legacy.
Okay. Has Jay-Z ever done anything like that before?
A festival?
No, not a festival.
Yeah, I was like,
not a festival for him. I'm talking about go and perform on some. When's the last time Jay-Z did a festival?
Did he do something in the water? No.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember that. But that was the diddler. Wasn't Puff on the actual bill though? Yeah.
Jay-Z's last festival set was the 2017 Made in America. God damn.
Which is his own festival.
Damn, that was the last time he did a festival.
So, okay, if there was
wouldn't even do Made in America to save it, and you think he's coming out at Dreamville?
Y'all know who's doing the last one. Kendrick is going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's obvious.
I don't think it's obvious, but...
Why wouldn't he be? The last one?
When does that Kendrick tour...
The Kendrick tour is...
I think it's in North Carolina conveniently the exact same weekend.
May.
No, he comes to Charlotte a month later.
Oh, the tour starts shortly after Dreamville Fest. The tour starts April 19th. Dreamville Fest is the 5th and 6th.
The tour starts April 19th?
He's not opening his tour with Dreamville Fest. I don't see that happening either.
So all those other dates before April is what?
These are just near us. They always do it by location. But the official...
he might be knee deep in rehearsals at that time though.
Yeah.
I could see him maybe popping up, but to be on the bill, I think that's kind of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be on.
But I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe
you get the 2-for-1. They book him and SZA.
SZA just did last year, right?
No,
she did the year before, I think.
Okay,
but I'm saying regardless, like they'll be on road together, and if they're starting on the 19th and they want to get a little warm up run in.
I don't
I think, all right, maybe it's far-fetched to say Jay-Z will be billed. I don't think it's crazy to say Jay-Z will come out at the last Dreamville Fest. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, Jay-Z did come out at Something in the Water.
But he didn't perform.
No, I'm not saying it's not going to be Jay-Z and Friends or the Blueprint anniversary. I think Jay-Z will pop up at Dreamville Fest. That's all.
Okay, so that makes sense.
But I think
you sitting up
like,
here saying
planned
like,
for sure.
You said it as if you'd be Bill.
yeah, that's why I'm like, no, like.
Oh no, I don't think Jay-Z would be
So what Pete said is right. Yeah, Jay-Z did come out to do frontin' at something in the Water Festival.
Okay, that
festival.
I'm not mad at, but Jay-Z just being on the bill. That
Jay-Z
so
is
we
not,
can agree.
Jay-Z is
to
not being billed.
No,
Probably ever again in his life.
Yeah, I don't even think
especially
his
if
own
Live
shows.
Nation is involved.
That Pharrell Festival he did that for was in 2019.
All right, so predictions for headliners. I don't think it'd be Kendrick just because of his schedule.
J. Cole is going to be the headliner, babe.
Well, every year he is, but
Not
there's always
every
another. Yeah, J. Cole is the headliner every year plus someone else.
Yeah, there's always another one.
Every single
It's
year
J.
he
Cole
performs.
and
It's
Dreamville.
his festival.
Every
I thought
single
he
year, J.
performed
Cole's
last
headline.
year. I didn't see him. I didn't know he performed a year before. I didn't know that.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyler.
is crazy
Does Tyler
to-
perform every
Yes.
year at his festival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Shit, Tyler might be.
2023 was this was the one. This was the peak. Usher on Saturday. Sunday was Cole and Drake, and then Burna Boy as well. I mean, it doesn't really. I think that was the first one when it was just Dreamville.
That's what's kind of crazy with this era. Like, how many more headliners are left?
Yeah,
Dreamville has had some of the best lineups ever. Who is left?
SZA needs
They
to
fucking Usher on skates. Like, what can you do after that?
Which was kind of like, I don't feel like this isn't too much information. Like that was kind of the conversation is like, where do we go from here? Like we did the peak 4 years in. Honestly, 3 years in. That 2023 one was like the plateau. Like where can we go from Usher to
guess-
Drake to Burna Boy? Like where do we go from here?
So there's
Tyler,
no
if
more
it makes sense with
Tyler,
his schedule. I don't
There's
know
no
what
more
his tour schedule is,
superstars.
but
It would have to be Tyler.
they've had everyone. I
Yeah.
guess it just leaves Hove.
24 was, oh shit, that was, damn.
I could see
Says it
Nas
was.
being a co-headliner with someone else.
Okay.
I could see Nas this year, or sorry, next year. I think that would be kind of cool. They had fucking DJ
Glow is
Drama
definitely gonna be on there.
with Jeezy, Wayne, and T.I. like just over here. Like that wasn't even a headliner. That was on like one side stage together.
But it is funny because it's literally who else is out there that would headline.
There's so few artists that are at that level.
It's crazy, man. It's a shortage of headliners for sure.
Taylor Swift.
She was
I just don't know
smoking.
if that's her demo.
Demo?
Yeah.
Everyone is her. demo.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah. It sucks, but
They had
yeah.
50 already too, right?
Yeah, that was last year. Oh my God, that was
like,
great.
dude, who do you have?
That was such a good set.
Beyonce?
I don't see it.
I don't see it
happening.
either.
Beyonce.
I think after
Beyonce's name is not being billed.
I think after all of this shit.
Raleigh they don't have the plumbing. I don't even know if the city could handle the weight.
They don't have enough land.
They don't have the bones.
Yeah. Beyonce to be out there on the festival.
I think Jay and Beyonce are going to disappear for a while. After I think they're tired of you niggas. Not y'all in this room, but I think they're tired of. They've been very out there this past, even showing Blue, even allowing Blue to be on stage and all. I think they're about to go on and be like, you know what?
I think Beyonce's about to come back with a rock album or R&B album pretty soon. In 2025.
Yeah, but I don't think that she's gonna tour it. I think she's gonna drop the album, no visuals.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think we get a Hove album in 2025, and I think we get a Beyonce album in 2025.
A J album next
I don't think we get a J album. I think we've gotten our last J album.
Would they do them separately or would you?
Separate, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I guess because Beyonce has this whole
Beyonce
thing
has to
planned out.
finish the last of this series, which I think is either rock or R&B. I hope to God it's neo soul, but my guess is going to be rock or R&B. And I think we get a Jay-Z album. I don't think it'll be anywhere like fourth quarter, maybe fall of 2025, but I think we get a Jay-Z album. I do. I think y'all pissed him off. Thank God for this bum ass lawyer. Go piss my goat off so he can rap again.
That's right.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Somebody was right and somebody was wrong.
Yeah, let's keep this. Let's keep these predictions. Let's put them up on the wall and see.
Buzzfeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was his name.
All right. Well, we'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe. Be blessed. Have a safe weekend. I'm that nigga. He's just ginger. P just sick.